Welcome, guys, to my Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 23. We are at the post Casa, pretty much meltdown at this point, but they tried to chop it up and move us along, but I was like, oh, we missed a lot of shit because.
Oh, we missed so much. Like, you could tell a lot was cut. Because they didn't want it to be 2 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, y'all could have showed us during After Sun.
What the immediate aftermath was. I think I would have liked that better than hearing the men's speeches.
Yeah.
And
then we got like 2 surprises tonight. We got our votes sent into Casa Amore's rejects as bombshells.
Yep.
I don't think our votes actually counted because they didn't say nothing about our votes. And this was a pretty quick turnaround.
She did. I mean, Meg was like, America voted on who they wanted to bring back from Casa. She said it.
All right, I was like, okay, is anybody going to talk about this?
Because when she first said it, she was just like, America was voting on their favorite. And everybody's like, favorite what? And she's like, Casa boy and girl. So the Casa girls and boys who are there are like, and then she goes, that did not come into the villa. Everybody's like,
oh, yeah.
So she mentioned it.
That's when Sincere started shitting bricks.
Yep. That's when it hit him.
And with me to chat this episode is Danita. And Miss TJ should be in at some point. So, listen, I was struggling. I was like, I don't know if I could do this again. Like, this is a lot of emotion based on the first look.
Yeah.
Alone. And it's like, I don't know if I could do this. In the chat is Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Jessica says, hi, ladies. I love Meg so much. She should become a regular each season. She always helps the vibes for the villa. She does. She reminds me of when like Maya will come into the villa in the UK and she just like talks to all the girls and just like gives them like something to push forward. and I think they love the fact that she like knows their name and knows identifiable things about them. Like Mel said today, I know you. Why do you know me? Like you should know me.
She was like Melanie's, Kenzie in the Splits.
Yeah.
Like I know some stuff already.
And then I sounded like she almost spilled some tea to KC.
Yeah. I mean, she was already kind of letting him know.
We heard what you said.
Because he went, yeah. And Anaya still don't know that mess yet.
Honestly.
She's trying to help you get out in front of it before movie night. She was trying to help you.
Yeah. Honestly, the way everybody is reacting, you can tell it's because they do not know what Casey was saying in the villa like that.
Yeah, exactly. They don't, because the only person he was ever talking to was Corbin.
Correct.
And Corbin's the only one that hasn't been a part of any of those conversations.
Correct.
Yep.
And so it's going to be interesting when movie night comes out because he said a lot of shit. So did Corbin.
He said a lot. The only good thing that Corbin has already working for him is that he apologized.
He did, because again, his was shown during the heart rate challenge. So like everybody knows.
Yeah, they don't know the things that like the little side things he was saying with KC, but her even hearing that little bit in that heart rate challenge was enough for Kenzie to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So it'll be very interesting on what he's going to do when all of that shit goes left. Honestly,
I'm telling you, he ain't ready. You think tonight was bad?
It's going to be war because even Trinity is not happy with him. So you've already got Trinity is not happy with you. Anaya is not happy with you, and then like Mel's not, Kate is not. Nope. But I think when some of the other girls who are not as close to that core four starts hearing it, they're going to be like, oh, you were full of shit, like all the way. So,
yeah. And I think like, we'll obviously talk about it, but I think Parmesan is getting herself prepared for that. Because she's like, yeah, you said some stuff clearly to her. Don't do that mess to me. But TT ain't heard everything that man was saying about Anaya. And if he can do it to her, he can do it to you.
Correct. Which is what Mel tried to kind of, let her know. Like, if he could do all of what he did to you, he will do it to her and will.
Yeah.
And will. And probably worse. Because she put herself out as this understanding, I'm going to take whatever you give me and I'm going to pour back into you. And the moment she doesn't pour back into him,
trying to throw a fit.
She has a standard. She sets a boundary for him. He's going to get abusive.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
It's not.
She don't seem like she plays either, so I just think it's going to be very toxic, very fast.
Toxic, yeah. CJ's here. CJ says hi, lady. Shout out to the girlhood in the villa. Listen, y'all had a lot of shit to say about them girls on Friday, but they are the key to this villa.
And the show knows it, which is why Meg came in and immediately said, this sisterhood, this girlhood, y'all's friendship, because that's the show.
Because that's the show. Kay is here. Kay says, hello, ladies in chat. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm still hanging in there. Thanks for hanging in there, Kay. Rachel's here. Rachel says, hey, ladies, I'm trying to rack my brain, but I don't remember them doing a game the day after Casa. Am I misremembering? Well, last year they couldn't do a game because honestly, the fallout from Casa last year felt
that's the last 2 years.
Yeah, like was a lot, and then the year before, same thing. But the year before they did do a game, which was the Twitter challenge.
That was right after Casa? Like the next day?
Not the next day.
She's talking about the next day. That's what Rachel's talking about. Like immediately after Casa. Not a few days removed. This is the first time.
Like I said, the last 2 years, the drama that came from Casa, it didn't seem like they moved on really quickly. But again, we voted on Friday and we got results tonight.
I think they just had a day off. Like the cast had a day off, and then we got the game.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's ever moved this fast. But even thinking about like 4 and 5, I still think it was at least a day before we saw a challenge. Yeah.
And then honestly, we're going to carry this night. So it's going to be the challenge is going to carry into tomorrow, basically.
Yeah.
Most of it. And then like in the morning, and then we don't know what's going to happen the next night. Because again, if they asked us to send in movie night ideas up until this evening. So movie night probably was movie night two days in a row the last time. So movie night probably will begin maybe Monday or Tuesday night with them, and then carry over into the next episode.
Yeah.
Because they got a lot of shit to show. But honestly, they have a lot of shit to show for the men. But like people were saying, what did they have to really show for the women? Other than like what they did for Serena, where
that's all they're gonna do for the women is like conversation. I mean, they might show Anaya and Carl's connection.
Yeah.
Because the way Corbin is running around that villa talking about it, I don't quite like.
I don't like it because again, this is why we said at the end of the day it was actually a really good thing she probably didn't choose him, because they would have made it a totally different situation than what it is right now.
They would try to do to her what they're trying to do to Kenzie.
Correct. Because that's I don't understand. She chose somebody.
Why is she upset? And it's like because of what y'all talked about on the doc. She doesn't care that you pick somebody else. Right. She's upset about the conversation y'all had 24 hours prior to you picking somebody else.
Right. And honestly, this is what the misconception is about the fandom, that we are upset that they chose somebody else. I am not upset that Casey chose
And I
somebody
care
else.
less.
I could care less. My issue is how he's treating her, how he treated her, the shit he said in Casa. That's a whole totally different. Welcome, Miss T Joy.
Yep.
Hello.
Exactly. So yeah.
Yeah, the problem is how he treated her, how he has shown no remorse
At all.
none whatsoever.
To the point where Ian is saying it. You're showing no remorse.
Right. He's showing no remorse. And then also having an attitude that people even want to hold him accountable and that people want to critique his behavior.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's actually 90% of these guys.
Exactly. It is.
Right now. Like I mean, there's not much with the Casa boys, but it's the definitely the Villa boys, except for Caleb because he just walked in with single.
They could show, I think Rachel put it in there, they could show Kenzie's behavior towards Melanie, her convos with Jen. But that's the girl beef, not the guy with the guys. But it's kind of similar like they did with Liv and Leah. They might do that.
I don't see that.
Yeah, they might show Kenzie's behavior, period. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just in general, that with Corbin and Caleb, like
how she's doing Jen and
Melanie.
So that'll be shown. I mean, they may show Melanie and Corey, but I don't know if that will be needed with Amora now being in there, and they're gonna.
Because it was definitely worse.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I don't know if they'll show that now. Trinity hasn't done anything or really said anything for real, I don't think, that could get her in any trouble with anybody on the cast.
How much she can't stand Casey.
But Casey knows that because she said it today.
Yeah.
Like the whole time he was talking, her and Anaya's face was just like.
Yeah. And I'm glad Anaya's fine saying she's like, take that smirk, that grin, like sit down.
You know what? I'm so happy he's moving the way he moved because she can make a clean break. Because he tried to soft launch it that I care about her, and because when he realized, because from last episode he's like, oh, you come from a good family, so you're gonna be fine when you get out of here, you're good, right? Because he thought she was leaving. And again, he thought there would be no consequences. Because remember, his things before Casa was the consequences to his actions.
Right.
And he thought there would be very little consequence that he realized she was staying. She wasn't going to be single, vulnerable, and dumped like they've been doing. Somebody on Threads was like, oh, single and vulnerable used to mean something. It used to mean you got dumped. I said, you must be new here.
It's never meant that. You never get dumped right after Casa.
And not an OG.
A few days.
Yeah.
A few days, and then there's a recoupling of some sort.
Right.
They're never immediately dumped, babes.
Never.
That last year mess is not normal.
Yeah. I'm like, and even then, who did they keep? The OG.
So, like, no, that never happens.
I'm like, you must be new here.
On any series, US, Australia, UK, it doesn't happen.
There's never a dumping immediately. Just because
they want the drama. They need the aftermath.
Yeah.
They want the drama.
There's normally a couple that was together that gets split up. Like they want that. Why would they dump the person?
Sean got dumped. Beatrice got dumped. Why isn't Anaya dumped? Because that's not how this works, bitch.
That's not that. There was never a text that said, if you don't get picked, you're dumped.
Right. Kay says he can play TT all he wants to. She seems to be a little cray cray and no shade. Yeah, Bolt says that.
There is no shade.
Yeah. So. She's also been on a few different
web series,
dating series, so
stream platforms. I don't know. Yeah.
My heart just ached for her so bad because I have had one of those cries before where you cry from the pits of your soul. You are just devastated because you just cannot believe that this person would do this to you. I ain't never done it off nobody for 3 weeks, but I'm saying I've had a cry like I've had a cry.
But you know, for damn 3 weeks, it's like 6 months in that.
Exactly. Yeah, so it probably feels like you're crying, to be fair.
Exactly.
So, and honestly, I'm going to be very fair. I cry when I'm angry. And you saw that there was a point where she like couldn't even breathe because I think all that laughing made her more and more upset, which made her cry more and more. And so, like, because I do the same thing. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm laughing. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm emotional. I'm like, I will cry because that's how my body releases what I'm feeling. Because if I hold it in, then other parts of my body start shutting down.
Yeah. No, I agree. Me too, in a way.
And even when they were at the like in the whack-a-mole thing, like her eyes were getting watery, but I could also tell her leg was shaking. Because
it was anger. You could
tell that was anger. That was straight anger.
It was.
I was like, oh, she is not sad no more. Baby girl sees red.
So that's the only thing I'm glad about how he moved.
Yeah. So you're right. So she could break clean because it's nothing I hate worse than being embarrassed by somebody. Don't embarrass me, especially no man. I can't be embarrassed by no man. I mean, it takes me to another area. Like I'll be sad for one day, but when I wake up, I'm done with you because you're not going to embarrass me, and you're not going to tell me you don't want me more than once. You're not and show it to me. You're not going to get to do that.
And I felt like that's how she was when she woke up and she was like, I feel better today.
Yep.
I'm pissed, but I feel better. Yep. And I said, oh yeah, we went from sad to mad.
Yep. That's all I needed from her.
That's like, we're good.
Yeah.
Jessica says all these boys do not understand why the girls are upset. All of the issues were about the disrespect with what is so difficult to understand because they feel entitled to be able to disrespect them. Like every single conversation tonight was, I should be able to disrespect you.
Right. I should be able to say what I want to say and move how I want to move.
And you should just take it and be glad that I'm still here.
Exactly.
And a lot of them are using like KC. It's like, well, I didn't come back with a bitch.
And it's like, it doesn't matter. You still did stuff that you didn't have to do in order to figure out if it was me.
Right.
Exactly.
The girls didn't do that.
It's so, and this is my whole thing. Like when people with KC, like people were like, oh, because he followed Kevin Samuels. I love how people pick and choose what they want to go by, what they want to follow. Just like people who consider themselves to be Christians or whatever, and you like to pick and choose what you want to follow out of the Bible, and you want to pick and choose what you follow for Kevin Samuels because he also used to get up there all the time and be like, if you broke, you have no standing. Like I might be talking about a high caliber man, but if you broke, you not that. So you can't, all this stuff that I'm talking about that you should require from women, you can't require any of that if you're broke and you don't have yourself together. And that's KC. You don't have.
But that's what I said in the beginning. It felt like the conversations he was having with Anaya was perpetrating that he was going to make something of himself. He wanted to be at the same level as her. But no, he wants to be back in Fresno with TT.
Right. And he resents Anaya that she's had a good life and that, you know what I'm saying, she don't have her, you know what I mean, like have a dual family, 17 siblings, not a good relationship with people, had to laugh to cope with stuff. You know what I mean? He resents that. He resents it.
He really does. Rachel says there's season 8 couple stands that have really pissed me off online. I will no longer be voting for that couple. Which couple?
Let me know. Talking about Trini and Bryce?
Are you talking about Trini and Bryce?
Probably.
I feel like
I was never going to vote for them. And then after this episode and some of the stuff that Bryce was saying and doing, I'm like,
I still am.
Him and Zach are so two-faced, and they need to make a whole movie montage about that. Like he over there trying so hard. Like Casey ain't do nothing wrong, but then he in there consoling Anaya.
It's weird. Like weird behavior.
Yeah, they have weird behavior. Hamden is here. Hi, Hamden. I won't lie, that Melanie and Naya conversation had me crying. Yeah, that's when I started to cry. Like when Melanie started like trying to get her to see, and that's when I just like broke down. She just says these fans are insufferable. Remember when the internet chased Caleb season 2 off the internet after he was exposed? I mean, honestly,
he needed to be chased.
Thank you.
He did lie. He hit a whole relationship.
He stole money.
So
like he might have misappropriated funds that we still think
that was a little different.
Like,
he came back eventually, but
listen, they never chased Cinco off.
That is true. They didn't chase Cinco off,
and he's done some shit.
Yeah.
But Brittany also feels that she was embarrassed. Yes, obviously, and I don't think the girls like I think they helped, but they didn't help because it's like I'm the only one in this situation, and y'all tried to tell me.
Right.
So yes, she was fully embarrassed, which is why she couldn't sit there at the couches with everybody like looking at her.
And she couldn't be in the dressing room and like I can't be around you all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be Debbie Downer around what y'all got going on.
Right.
Happy for y'all, but
I just need time to myself.
Yeah.
Regulate. I mean, Melanie understood that because she knew she took her time when that thing first happened with her and Sincere. But I just love how she spoke life into her and was like a true friend. When
I listened to this entire conversation and then even like some of the stuff she did afterwards, I'm like, y'all can say, and they have been saying a lot of stuff about Anaya and Melanie's friendship and how Melanie and Anaya don't need to be talking to each other and they don't understand why Melanie and Anaya are friends. But honestly, their friendship is so strong because both of them have been there for each other's weak moments.
Yeah.
That was necessary.
Because people kept saying like Anaya's always there for Melanie, but Melanie's never there for Anaya. Mm-hmm. Number one, a lot of times Anaya goes and cries by herself.
Exactly.
Or she didn't want to put her. I feel like she didn't want to put her problems on Melanie.
Yeah.
So she would talk. So she would talk to Trinity because Trinity is more neutral.
Yeah, and then I feel like some people just kept saying like, "Oh, she doesn't do anything," but now we have this whole situation where the person that's been right at her hip has been Melanie.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jessica agrees. It's honestly a blessing that it happened this way.
It happened for a reason.
Yeah. And it says, despite everything Anaya's been through, she's still getting a lot of hate online, even from Black women. Please, do you know why? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to explain this to you, and it's very simple. At the beginning of the season, there is a lot of Black women who are stands. Now, people want to say it's like the African Love Island stand-up. No, there's a lot of women who chose their favorite Black girl.
Trinity.
And that Black girl, no matter what she does, they will never hate her. They won't. And so the favorite Black girl this season was Trinity. Last year it was Shelly. Year before it was Janae. Mm-hmm. And then as the show progressed, things
change. Yeah.
With Anaya, she also then ends up picking, and somebody went through this and she did a really good job. I got to remember her name. Her name is Nay on TikTok. She did a really good job on why Casey ended up with nobody picking him. Because he did not match answers with anybody.
Him and Anaya only matched one time. So
one
time.
He only matched with most people one time. Because he was trying to pick edgy answers instead of being true.
He was trying to project what he thought the girls were going to pick.
Yeah.
And be fake and phony. So again, the liarness started from day one. From door one, from day dot.
Day dot, yes, ma'am.
But they were fine because their favorite Black girl, they had already projected her to be the Alandria of this season, who was the breakout star from last season, even though she was not the
Favorite
person they picked in the beginning. She ends up being the black girl that broke out from
It's
the
always
show.
based off of their pictures.
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing happened. They picked their
It's
person based
always
off
based off the pictures. They did the same thing because they were like, "Oh my God, Shelly's just like Serena. Like she's a Virgo. She's gonna be dating a younger guy." This is what they did. I know she's the prettiest in her photo. That's what they did.
Yep.
They did it
picked
season
that off
3.
of Serena winning because they hadn't picked Serena in the beginning. See, they always go with the one who wins and is the breakout star.
And change history on the fact that nobody wanted that person to get anywhere near the end. They did it season 3. That was the first time we got 2 black girls as OGs, and again,
dark skinned black girls.
One, it was based off the fact that Justine had won the season before.
Yep.
And then 2, they picked someone very similar to a Justine, and the other person was like nothing like Justine. And they were trying to carve the show around the person who was most like Justine, which was Trina.
Trina. I said Trinity.
And honestly, Cash was supposed to be that throwaway black girl.
Exactly.
A little comic relief here and there.
Exactly. She probably wouldn't find somebody. She's not conventionally attractive.
She got short hair and all of this stuff. And it's so depressing. It is so depressing that we still have this crabs in a barrel, that we can't root for both black women, that we have to just choose one. And and that's it. And it's so
and they have not learned how many seasons in, they have not learned to stop doing this. So this is the reason. It is because they chose Trinity, and then Trinity ended up with who? The dupe of the person who was coupled up with at the end with the person they've already projected onto Trinity that she is.
Right.
Right. So she's good. She did her job.
Yeah.
Anaya did not do her job because she was supposed to just go ahead with the spare black guy. Because how dare she go to Sincere's door? She should have known that he would have picked Melanie.
Yeah.
He was dumb to go to his door, is what the tweet said.
Yeah.
Correct. And again, it's because her and Sincere matched on a lot of things.
Her and Melanie matched with Zach the same amount of times.
She matched more with Zach, but she went with who she found more attractive.
Melanie matched more with Zach, but she went with who she found more attractive.
But Anaya actually matched with Sincere the most.
Yeah. And then who was it? I think they said that Melanie said that KC is most like who she's dated. So basically, Melanie did not go for one who is her normal dating type, 2, the person she actually matched the most with. She went off vibes, which is probably the kisses and like who she was physically attracted on top of that at the time.
Yep.
Anaya did the job because she met whoever she matched with, and she probably liked their kisses as well. It's who she went to his door.
Yeah.
But because she didn't do that, and she didn't, soup up the black man's ego as a dark-skinned black woman, it's been all her fault since then. Now she deserves anything that she gets because she did not stand at that man's door.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with Serena and Cordell. So this is not, something new. But I feel like it is worse because of how KC has been playing this game.
Yes. Yes.
He has been emotionally manipulating both the people in the villa and the audience to believe that Anaya has stifled his journey.
Yes.
Instead of, if she wasn't there, you fucking would have went home.
Yeah. It's just so, it's not right. It's not right. And the people, and see, some of these people didn't really see season 6. They saw the aftermath, but they didn't see season 6. But season 6, they tore Serena up every day. They were like, she don't like Cordell. She do him wrong. When he went to Casa and
They're still
acted
doing
up,
it.
they were like, good. He deserved that. She ain't been giving him no play. She been friend zoning him. He deserved to do this. He deserved to do that. And they only started to like her again after that doc scene. And they were like, oh, they destined to be together. Oh, okay.
Yes. And
Okay.
also,
And then they
that's when people realized. I mean, it started trickling when they saw her crying on the floor.
Crying on the floor.
Yes, it takes women to have emotion, but you got to balance the emotion because again, what was supposed to happen with Anaya is she's allowed to be emotional, but she was emotional before Casa. So now they're like, oh well, that's just you. So now we don't respect it. But then she was supposed to do what Serena did was at the fire pit, because this is what I've been hearing from people. I just don't understand why I wanted her to say something to him. She was supposed to go after him and like let him know how she felt. And I'm like, okay, but he was one, not talking to her. Two, people kept interrupting her. And I'm not talking about her friends. I'm talking about Titi and Parmesan. Nobody was giving them the opportunity, including KC, to have the conversation that needed to be had. Absolutely. But honestly, it worked out in Anaya's favor because she saw him for who he was. Because the little bit that he opened up his mouth, he started telling on himself.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right? And so that's the difference between how, again, and we are not a monolith, even though she's a Virgo, just like Serena, you see she pissed now, but he perpetrated a fraud to her. Mm-hmm. She also was not aware of all the things that he's done. All she saw was that this man was groping these women and obviously kissing in a challenge, not above their boundaries. Not above their boundaries. And then she saw a photo of them kissing, Titi and him, which again, even we got in this episode, she was kissing Carl. Not above their boundaries. That's not the problem. It's that when he walked in, he was being a punk and wouldn't tell her why everything he said prior to that was a misrepresentation of how he was actually feeling. Because it was a misrepresentation of how he was feeling, because he's like, well, nobody stood with me in front of the doors. And nobody wanted me. I kept having to pick you and pour into you. You never did that to me. She's like, wait, you're revising. Like, that's not how that happened. And she's realizing that he perpetrated a fraud to her because all his words were lies. She tried to tell that to Zach, and I'm glad she did not listen to him and just started letting him talk because he's full of shit. He's like, oh, he does care. But no, he didn't.
No, he doesn't. And he shouldn't have said that. He should have just let it be and just let her vent and talk and just say, I'm sorry, Anaya. I hope that you find the person that is for you. Like, that's all he should have said instead of saying, no, he was talking about you. That's a lie, and you know it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So at the end of the day, Trinity is playing into what they had already actualized her to be for the season. And Anaya is, again, she's up against a black man, black women who put black men first, because you're not supposed to talk back to the black man on public TV. You're definitely not supposed to yell at him. You're supposed to let him have his journey, even if it screws him over. And then y'all are supposed to either get back together, or you're supposed to just understand that when he's out the door, it's your fault. That's what I'm getting from it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where we are. But honestly, I feel like Anaya's journey starts today.
Hello.
Yeah. Well, let's start with her tears first.
Act 2.
Yeah. So Anaya walks in away from the fire pit with Melanie and Jen, and she says he doesn't care. Like he doesn't even want to go back and talk to me. And this is again where I'm telling you, this man does not care because regardless of what happened, you have not said a word to this person, and if you were even remotely her friend, you would be like, "Can you and me just chat? Like everybody out of this."
Yeah.
And no, even if you want to say you're not allowed to yell at me, and I'm not gonna yell at you, but I want us to understand where we're at and where we're going from here.
Or
'Cause
even
y'all-
if you just got to say like no, like if you came up to her and said, "Can we chat?" and she's just like, "Not today. Can we chat tomorrow?" At
Yeah.
least she knows, like, okay, you was willing to come over. I'm not ready to talk to you, but
right,
at least you did that, and you could
right. Like that's
Like
all
that.
he should have done. But again, he didn't feel like she was entitled to that.
Exactly.
Because he didn't care, which says that what we're saying, what the people in the villa are seeing, is that that man did not care for her. Yeah, not even it's he didn't care for her as much as he was saying. He does not care for her at all.
Right.
And he perpetrated to her all season that he cared for her. He wrote words in a letter and acted like he wanted stuff with her that honestly he never wanted. And honestly, that's part of the issue with Kenzie and Corbin too, because Corbin was like, "I'm falling for you.
For you.
You know you
And
fucking
he
wasn't.
wasn't. Just talking to be talking.
You just I get exactly. That's what I got. I'm listening to them. I was like, yeah, because y'all were just all just talking to be talking. Y'all were just spouting stuff off. You don't even remember what you said during the challenge, and you're upset because they're holding it against you. But it was disrespectful.
Exactly. And that's what these men just be talking to be talking. And Zach too. You telling her you love her in the bed, and they gonna come back talking about it was a joke. What are you talking about? Like they just be talking to be talking.
Yeah.
So Anaya says like that he doesn't want to go back and talk to me, and Jen says because he's a fucking asshole. Like he's like again, you got Jen cussing.
Right.
Because they all see it. Anaya's like Jen was quiet at the fire pit. She was, as far as we know, she wasn't throwing nothing back.
Mm-hmm.
She was sitting there observing. But it is very clear who Casey is now.
Right.
Yeah.
Anaya says, I just want to go home, which I knew was going to happen. And the girl's like, no, you're not, bitch. And Anaya says he doesn't even care to have another conversation with me. Like he wrote me off. I don't even want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I feel so stupid. And they're like, no, you're good. I swear. She's like, I feel so stupid. And Mel's like, no, that's his problem. Like, it's not you. Like, we all see it. He's the problem. It's not you.
Right.
And then Kata says, girl, this was fucking unclassy. Like, he was so unclassy because he's unclassy. And I was like, Kata, I feel
Yeah.
And he said she like Naya gets up and Mel's like, where are you going? And she's like, no, I don't want to be here right now. And like, I don't know if you've ever had that feeling, but I've been there where like the air is so thick because you are just like, you cannot be with these people, you cannot be in this atmosphere, like you need to go.
Yeah, for sure.
And Mel's like, okay. And this is the part that pissed me off, and why again I want them out of my villa.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Parmita's like, y'all acting like y'all fucking married in 2 days. That's you, bitch.
Right.
Right. Y'all are pretty much closed off.
That was 3 weeks, bitch.
After 3 days.
I'm so sick of her. She's such a pick-me.
And then the crack 4, as I've decided to call them instead of core 4, start laughing. So that's KCTT, Parmita, and Corbin. And like, oh, Parmita, like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? No, what the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
You just met this bitch. Like, you DM'd him and he ghosted you. You just met him.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you still chatting for a man you just, that's embarrassing. If I watched this back, if I was her, I would be so fucking embarrassed.
You're not gonna be embarrassed because she's a big
It's just her.
Don't get embarrassed. That's what they do.
Anaya says, are they fucking laughing? They're fucking laughing. This shit is a fucking joke.
That's when she lost it. Like,
yeah. She's like, I am actually pissed. The fuck off. Mel's like, I know. She's like, they're fucking laughing. Mel, I know, but don't. Because now Mel is like, listen, I already got taken. Because we found out that Mel somehow got taken away from the couch. And I think she kind of alluded to it when
she apologized.
When she went to go to the Soul Ties, and she's like, if they keep trying her, like, so I think she basically was alluding to, like, I am trying to stay calm here because if they keep like coming at her, it's going to be me again, like with them, and it might get fatal.
What did she say? I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't catch that either.
Oh,
when
I get to it.
Okay.
And so Anaya says, this shit's not even fucking funny. They're fucking laughing. Like, you're taking me as a fucking joke. I do not want to be here. I want to go home. And Mel says, no, we're not going home. And now she's like including herself. It's just like, you and me in here. Why are you trying to leave me?
We stuck.
And Naya says, but I don't want to be here anymore. And Mel says, let's go to Say Less. We're just going to go to Say Less. And Naya says, I'm not even fucking joking. I want to go home. And Mel says, okay, let's go upstairs.
Right. Like, you won't go all the way to Say Less. Can I get up the steps? Like something.
Yeah. And Anaya says, I'm so serious. I don't even want to be here no more. She kicks off her shoes. They're fucking laughing. Mel's like, I know. That shit is so fucking humiliating, Anaya says. They're fucking laughing at me. I can't do this. And she basically starts breaking down. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to go back home. Mel hugs her as she's like basically on the floor, kneeling on the floor. And I was like I was trying to take notes. So I was trying not to cry here.
I was crying.
I cried later. But then we hear Bryce. I feel bad for Anaya. I really do. But he found a stronger connection. And they were already having problems before. And there was like issues there.
Why can't you just have the thought of,
that's not the issue.
Oh my goodness, I really feel bad for Anaya. I'm so sorry she's hurting. And cut it off right there.
And I will never vote for this man.
Right there.
You can never make me vote for this.
Why do you have to say the other stuff?
He always has some shit to say. He always has some shit to say. I will never vote for this man.
Me neither.
I will never vote for this man. Sorry. Zach says, oh, well, this also pissed me off. Oh, the thing is, like, we had a great vibe in Casa, and then we come back here, we have all these problems. Maybe if y'all would not do shit.
Such a damn hate. They so too. But him and Bryce are the worst. Like, all of them are the worst. All of them are the worst. Like,
that's what I was trying to say, because there's been a lot of videos of people are like, oh, well, you know why Casey's not like Bryce? I'm like, no, Bryce is bad.
Yeah.
He's just bad in a different way, in a similar way to Zach. Zach and Bryce are here for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're very much the same, and to me, they're both game players, and they're playing the game.
Yeah,
sorry,
and they want to be lovers. Oh,
yeah. I'm trying each episode. I'm trying, but I don't see it.
I listen. Parmita says, "Oh, it's because we're not 21 and 22." I said, "But you're acting like a 20-year-old.
You're dating a 22-year-old."
Yeah, you're dating a 22-year-old. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's because Corbin got a deep voice and he tall.
And she forgetting how old he is?
These women keep forgetting that he's 22 as well. It's like,
and he acts his age.
About the other guys. Like the other guys are so young. Corbin is young.
He's one of the youngest guys in the villa. He's just one of the biggest.
It's so annoying.
TT says, that's what I'm saying. I'm 25 years old.
But you date somebody who's 23.
This shit is crazy though. I thought they were grown like us.
They
I said,
are.
they are. Cause you guys ain't acting.
She doesn't even act grown. You have watched this show and you have seen how mature Anaya has acted. How dare you say that out your mouth? See, that's the stuff that I'm talking about. That's the stuff right there where I lose all respect and credit. You have no credibility with me. Like I lose respect.
None.
Like I just lose respect
At all.
Anaya's crying.
Yeah.
And Mel says, you need to breathe, baby. Like, I promise you, you have a whole life out there. I promise you there are better men than Casey. Thank you, Mel. Preach. I swear to God, it's just crazy because you're in here.
Yeah, y'all are in a pressure cooker. That's all.
Now he says, I can't. Well, this shit is so fucking humiliating. Like, I feel like I can't. And Mel says, I swear to God, come on. And I says, but it's like they're fucking laughing at me. So it's not just the embarrassment. It's the fact that he doesn't even care about my feelings enough not to allow somebody else to disrespect me behind my back and to my face. And she doesn't even know the half of it.
And he's going to allow them to disrespect you because he disrespects you, honey.
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't know the half of it because he was disrespecting you all up and down for the last how many weeks.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so Mel says, they're not. Do you think if he does that shit to you that he won't do that to her? This is the biggest fucking blessing you just got. I was like, Mel, see this? I'm like, Mel, why do you got so much clarity?
It's not her situation.
It's not her situation.
It's easy to give great advice when it's not about you.
Right.
He's like, he's a little ass dude. Casey doesn't fucking matter. He's a fucking, like, he doesn't even fit in your life, you know? He doesn't even fit in your life.
Tell her.
He doesn't even fit the type of woman you are.
Tell her.
I was like, damn, that's a word.
Preach it. Preach it.
You know that shit? You're going to have to build him up. What do you want to be with a man you got to build up?
You don't want that.
You don't. You playing build a bear with that bitch?
He felt that.
I said that to one of my friends before. I said that to one of my friends before.
You felt it with the point and everything.
We are above him. We're not even our tax bracket. You got to build this man up. You don't want to build
You don't want that. You don't want that boy from
to a friend. Nah, you don't want to do it.
You don't want that man.
Let him be with her. You're a fucking grand ass fucking woman. I thrive to be as composed as you. So you're not gonna fucking do this shit. She starts crying. I was like, no, and so I started like,
I was already
you're not gonna act like a fucking fool in front of these weird ass people. It's like, he's not dead ass. I was like, now the East Coast is jumping out.
It was full Philly at that point.
I'm not even fucking joking with you. I know that shit hurts now. That shit's not gonna hurt later though. And even if we don't find love, we found each other. I'm so glad we found each other, bro.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Listen, like they need to like write this up, post it, like put it.
That's how you speak life.
My best friend is my soulmate. I already know. Like,
I said that my best friend is my soulmate too.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a girl. We found each other. If it weren't for nothing else, we found each other. These men,
I've been in those conversations.
In a couple weeks, we gonna leave this behind. This not even gonna matter to us. We found each other, and this can be forever. This can be forever.
Yeah.
AG says, laughing at playing Build a Bear. I'm saying it was such a word because that's literally what, like I said, when Casa like right into Casa with the letters and stuff, I said on here, and I think we all said it was becoming very clear. Casey and Anaya were coming from two different subset of the Black culture.
Yeah.
And it was creating a difference of opinion, and we later hear even Mel says like she's too good, she's too pure. And I said this about Anaya. Now people want to act like honestly they want to act like Anaya is from like where I am, instead of that she grew up in Atlanta. I mean, she's around black people. And if you're around where I am in New Jersey and you keep going a little farther out, there's more white people than there is black people or Hispanic people. Where I live, thankfully, it's a good mix, which is why I stayed in the area I am, so that my kids make sure to grow racially mixed, right? They have black friends, they have Hispanic friends, they have white friends, they have friends of different, religion and all that stuff. And it's not like they don't feel like themselves, or that there's nowhere they can fit in.
Yeah.
Anaya grew up in Atlanta. She grew up in an affluent part of Atlanta, but most of them affluent parts of Atlanta is rich black people, i.e. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Why are people acting like she grew up white? I do not know.
And they try to say her comment about Bad Girls Club was showing that she isn't black enough.
That was Bad Girls Club.
And I'm like,
I would have made that comment too.
She should have said baddies. That would have told me that she is really black. First off, you can't get baddies without Bad Girls
I
Club.
don't watch that. Sorry, I would have said Bad Girls Club.
Sorry.
Exactly.
Always trying to police somebody's blackness. My gosh.
I'm sorry. Liv, who lived in Australia and grew up in Australia and lived in Miami. All she talks about is baddies. Nick has been begging to go on baddies.
Right. He always talks about that.
Both of them white. Please.
Yeah. I was like, what are y'all talking about?
And I don't say baddies from Bad Girls Club. And maybe it's because of my age, but I say Bad Girls Club.
I say Bad Girls
Club. Because I never watched baddies.
Yeah, Jessica, the Philly was in full force in Mel. Case says Anaya had me in tears. Mel was speaking life into her, speaking nothing but the truth. Ain't nobody got time for a Build-A-Bear.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No. And so Anaya does ITM. And I'm so glad she recognizes, because some people would not recognize this at her age. She's like, I've never in my life felt so disrespected and like put to the side and pushed off.
Yeah.
And he is not worth these tears, but I'm more upset with myself for having like faith in it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, that's the embarrassing part for her. Not just like these people, just the fact that she built this up to be something that she could hold on to and go put more energy in.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even have the basic respect for you as a human.
Exactly.
Because you don't treat people this way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really did have hope, so I feel stupid. And Mel says this is going to be a temporary ass feeling. Come on. Let's go up. We're gonna go up. I don't want these bitches to see you crying. And that's also a word.
Hello.
As Kay said, true sisterhood.
True sisterhood.
Corbin, Bryson, sincere chat. Corbin tells them how the heart rate challenge, because I don't know how much of that they realized, because they were having a lot of conversations at that fire pit.
Right.
But he tells them the heart rate challenge was live streamed, and they heard his comment on Parmita, and he doesn't even remember saying it.
Yeah.
No, because he just be talking to be talking. Like we said. He just talked his off.
He said what I said probably was wrong.
He did.
It was
he said because the energy was so high. Again,
he's boys.
He was acting like a 22 fucking year old.
Yeah, like a 22-year-old in the club.
Yeah. Like my connection was great with Kenzie, but then again, someone came in who I said exactly who I told you guys I wanted. And the fact that the girls started trying to bash Parmita, and I was like, well, they didn't really try to bash Parmita. They were trying to bash
her nose into something that she needs to be in, and that's when she got popped.
right.
She didn't get popped beforehand because they thought that she looked good, her dress was nice. Won't nobody trying to come for her till she starts speaking on stuff.
I think all of those girls understand why Parmita is in this villa.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them are shocked and surprised.
No.
Mm-mm.
So I like the fact that you trying to reticent history here and trying to make it seem like they came for your girl instead of that they were coming for you. So it speaks volumes about your manhood.
Exactly.
Yeah. For sure.
Kenzie didn't even say hi to her. Why the fuck does she have to say hi to her?
You have to say hi to her. Why you
Did you say hi to Dylan? Like, what are we talking about?
I'm saying I'm shit with the girls. Like they feel like I'm a piece of shit. I was like, yeah, that's the point. That not Parmita is shit with the girls. They feel like you are a piece of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Bryce, I don't understand. But she's got somebody, and it's like, Bryce, this is why I'm not voting for you.
Just shut up, Bryce.
Just shut the fuck up.
It does not matter.
It does not matter. Corbin, I was not expecting that shit to be thrown in my face like that tonight. But then again, I guess that's one fucking sentence that I said. And he feels disrespectful. They feel like it's disrespectful as fuck. So they feel like I'm a piece of shit that can't be trusted. And I thought it was going to be something calm, cool, and collected, but it was most definitely the complete opposite. Watch your mouth next time then.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I do wonder, had they not seen the video, I think Kenzie would have still connected with Dylan, but I don't know if she would have went as hard.
Definitely. The postcard, she probably
the postcard would have been like, oh, okay, so that's what he's doing. But I think she would have.
And who he's doing it with, because she already is like, that's not me.
Yeah.
Right.
He is not me. So if you're going after her, then
I'm not your type.
Right. I'm not your type. Yeah. So Trinity tells Parmita the issue isn't with her. It's with Corbin. It's just like when you kind of defended it though, and we've seen a lot because we've been here for weeks on end with him. It's like you've seen one side, and I'm sure he's been showing you a good side for the last couple of days.
Right.
And Jen says, and I'm sure it's a really good side of him and Casa. And Trinity's like, you're gonna get the honeymoon phase of it, and I'm not sure how he treats you. I'm sure he treats you amazing. I pray that he does because that shit's crazy, but it's no issue with you.
Exactly. So stop talking to us and stop defending him.
And Trinity says, and Parm says, yeah. And Trinity says, our issue is with him. We don't respect him. Parm, in my opinion, any man can fuck up. Like, men can act like fucking angels and they can still fuck you up, You never know. So I don't want to, I don't want to treat Corbin based on his past experience.
They're treating him based on the present. They saw the video and they're treating him on what he just did 2 days ago. They're not treating him on his past. Everybody has a past. What they're saying is how he's moving and behaving now. And that's how they're treating him. You
think something changed in 4 weeks? Because that's what you're basically saying. We're on week 4. And that for 3 weeks,
he acted since 6 months. 6 months ago, when you message him and he ghosted you. So he ain't changed. This is who he is.
But she feels like that's unfair to herself. And I said, okay, so you're going to have to live with the consequences. But again, you have no right to tell them how they should react and feel to the shit that he's done. And honestly, their thing is he's done it to all of us. He's been a fuckboy to all of us. You can't take him seriously. And if we could have sent him home, we would have.
Exactly.
And constantly people have to understand that you all are only getting one side of the story. Like y'all saw whatever little edit that production gave y'all, and production can pick and choose what they show y'all and what they don't want to show y'all. And then you come in and you're only hearing from either the OG guys or the OG girls. So you're only getting one side of the story. So when you walk in and you see that they have some smoke, it's just best to sit there and be quiet
Thank you.
And let them figure that out, because you only know this person's side. You don't know what that person on the couch is feeling.
Not at all.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Like, you don't know what these people are have been through, because you get clips like we get.
Yeah, but there's conversations that we miss completely,
Exactly.
that you all don't see.
But so, you're acting like you did because you watched the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
because I'm sure that there was a lot that was said in that Corbin and Kinsey conversation, right? Mm-hmm. We, the audience, we saw him say, "I'm catching feels," but he clearly said a lot on that dog prior to them separating. Do I think Corbin and Kinsey were going to last? No, because it was just giving lustful. However, Kinsey thought something was there because of the words that were coming out of your mouth.
Yeah,
correct.
So
correct.
You didn't see all of that.
Because he told her that first. She didn't say, "I'm catching feelings for you."
No,
he came out and said it first. Yeah, like he said everything. And after he said it, he was back there talking to the boys, talking about her. She didn't even know that before he even left the villa. He was mad that she even confronted him on some stuff, and he was already mad about that. She had no idea. They just say whatever.
Yep.
So I feel like what Jessica says here, like the Casa girls are acting like the OG girls were acting married, but they did the same thing when they wanted to defend their men. They've known them for 3 days. They should have just let the boys get their lashings and be quiet. And
exactly.
I mean, we wouldn't have got as much smoke as we did in the villa, but honestly, it's just the most respectful thing to do, because these men will play in your face.
Yep.
The minute a new bombshell will walk in.
But they think they're an exception.
They do.
He needed somebody like me. Anaya won't doing it right, won't giving him what he needed. He needs somebody. I'm the exception. You see, it's always the new person. I told y'all that's why we got new crackheads every day. Everybody always think they're an exception to the rule.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm like over the entire thing of these women, and I was like, I'm glad honestly I was glad it didn't carry on. It felt like into the next day, because I was like, if I have to listen to that, it was hard enough listening to it on top of each other in Casa. It felt like, so to carry it over into the villa, it was like can we move on now?
Yeah,
you got them. How you get them is how you keep them. Jenny says, yeah, you don't have to, but we will. And Jaden says, your experience is yours, and I get where you're coming from, but just keep in mind what they're saying. It's like, well, see, this is why, Jaden, you might be my second favorite Casa girl.
I mean, Jaden ain't said nothing that I ain't really disagreed with.
Trinity says, yeah, I will apologize because you look amazing. Harm, thank you. Trinity, you're very beautiful. You're gorgeous. It's just we don't fuck with him.
Yeah, that's it.
That was all we were trying to say the whole time. All you Casa girls are gorgeous. And Parm says if he fucks up, he fucks up. I was like, please remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that you said that. I don't want to hear it. Will happen. He's 22. Mel and Sincere talk, and I was just I was like, oh my God, I want to throttle you so badly right now.
Yeah, it wasn't a good conversation.
Yeah.
Because why are you already laughing?
Like, so you explored twice.
So?
And?
Your point?
Yeah, Mel says. But I only kissed one person. Like, how many people did you kiss? Oh, I only kissed one person.
But how many times you kissed her?
But how many times?
Mel always want to know, aren't you tired of asking him how many times he kissed somebody? I no shade. I love Mel, but I'm like, aren't you tired of?
Because she has to ask. The thing is, I think she is tired, but he will never answer. He will tell her it was one, and then she go back and 2 days later find out it was two. Just like here, how many times? Oh, like a few times.
A few times.
Just a few times.
So y'all were in the house for 4 days.
Yeah.
But I will never throw away what we have for 3/4 days. She's not my person. You are. So why did you have to kiss her?
She's
And
not
why
your
did you have
person,
to
but you
tell
told
her
her, Mora,
anything?
if I had more time, you'd
then
been the
it would have
one.
been her. It's like he
Not
always got
you
to
reciting his speech.
he always got to take it a step further. He always got to do it.
Wait, all he has to do is be honest. It's like he's allergic to being
I
honest.
don't know what it is.
I'm telling you, these men just be talking to be talking.
Because I'm getting to the point now where I'm like,
and then get mad when you hold them accountable for the words that they say. He in his confessional. I do be telling the truth. I might not tell all of the truth, but I be telling the truth. No, you lie, Sincere. You actually lie.
yeah. Ideally, I'm at the point now where I'm like, I don't know if he can help it.
I don't know if he can
Like,
help
that's where
it
I'm
either.
at now with him because
Again, his mom reposted a TikTok of him point of view you're lying. I think that might just be him.
I think it's innate. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I really look at him and I'm like,
toxic too. I
don't think you're trying to lie. You just do it.
I think Sincere mom and daddy was toxic too.
Probably. He probably watched The Liar, and that's just what he does now. Gotta go unpack that in therapy, buddy. That's what is going on.
It's crazy. It's just crazy.
I was like, okay, sincerely, I don't know if I can do this with y'all, but I'm gonna try to take this conversation down and type it out. And so she says, I know I just saw shit and it made me mad. Like, I don't like people making me look stupid. And I'm like, but you keep allowing him to make you look stupid.
Yeah.
But all right, then okay, but don't sit there and just like ruin our moment. Like, you did that, but all right.
That damn little flower. He swayed.
That was also in Mora's hair.
Sway did something with that little flower.
Listen, nobody brought a flower, and he didn't bring a bitch back. So I don't know. That all equals to he's the best.
Yeah, that equals you ruined our moment. We were about to have this grand fairy tale moment. You ruined it.
And you ruined it because you're upset with me about stuff that I did do.
Right. but now is not the time to talk about it.
I came back by myself.
Because he was supposed to be like Kata and not Satan.
Yeah.
And so he said, I feel like we should be happy. Like we chose each other. Like I ran to you and I brought you a flower, but you got me gunned down by you and your 5 friends.
And
So what? Mel, well, you do be doing swaggy shit. Yeah, but it's not like I walked in here with somebody. I walked in here by myself. I was waiting for you. You should just be happy.
Just be happy with the
Mel,
crumbs I give you.
And Mel, it's not that I'm not happy, but I don't want to be embarrassed. And I was like, girl, as long as you stay with this man, he's going to keep embarrassing
you because he can't be loyal. He can't be serious. He can't be honest.
No,
like, you gotta let him go, girl.
But both feels like Sincere thinks he's on Big Brother, and I might have to believe that.
Yes, what are we doing, Sincere?
And she says, then he says, I know I can do better. I know I can. In my mind, you're the only girl in this villa. And that's like, again.
That's in the villa.
He said that. He said it's only you in the villa.
Yep.
In the villa. Because Amora isn't back in the villa yet.
Like he is. Mel, it's so hard to stay mad at Sincere. Like I do be pissed and I be trying to stay pissed. I said, but you don't.
You don't. You fall for the okie doke every time he looks at you
back
back in. But we've all been there. We've all,
I don't know.
I mean, putting up with the guy that you shouldn't be putting up with.
Me on that now.
I just mean in general, like putting up with the guy that you shouldn't be putting up with.
Yeah.
I married him for like 12 years. Trinity and Bryce chat. Bryce, it felt like weeks. And I thought you left me for Corey.
You went to the photo booth.
You went to the phone.
That's our spot.
And Trinity's like, oh, well, I've done all my exploring. Did you guys get anything else out of this conversation? Because I was
No.
just like, this is such
Between this and the bed, I said, okay, so y'all are closed off. Moving on.
Yeah.
Right.
And CJ says, y'all were right about Bryce. I can admit it. They have no chemistry. Conversation
Thank
after
you.
concert was bland.
There
Like,
was
what's
nothing
up with
there.
them? I'm telling you.
Like I
Thank you.
should feel like watching that because they were the two that came back together and was pretty much loyal to each other. And I should feel giddy watching it. I didn't feel giddy. It just felt kind of forced, in my opinion. And that's why I said the whole conversation
more
about
passionate kisses with Melody than she did.
yes, like
they do not tongue kiss at all. All they do is peck, and they don't even suck on lips. Peck. It's just so bland.
Like I feel
vanilla.
nothing there.
Again,
and I'm not saying you gotta have ultimate sexual chemistry, but like I don't feel nothing.
I hate to bring this up. Somebody said, y'all want me to invest in Bryce because Bryce cried during Casa. Kenny also cried.
He did.
Yep.
Okay.
After, when Janae said she was
afterwards, but yeah, he still cried.
Yeah. As if and he said, oh, if you're going to leave, I'm going to go with you, right?
Yeah. All the theatrics.
All the theatrics.
Kenny's tears dropped, though.
And that's what somebody else said. They're like, at least Kenny squeezed out the tears.
The face got red. The voice cracked. Look, put on a show, honey.
I'm just saying, just keep that in mind. Just because I'm not feeling it.
And then the fact that Zach even brought it up. Boy, you cried. Nah.
It's performative.
It's giving performance.
It's giving performance. And then like the kisses. We saw that a few times with Kenny and Janae, where it was just like the pecking. Not so much like deep kissing. So I do
one thing to peck. Like we've had many couples who did peck kissing.
Yeah.
But like even with the pecks, you could still be like they want to go farther, right? They're just choosing not to. But that's not what I get with Trinity. No. Like I don't get they want to go farther. I get that's just what it is.
Exactly.
And I mean we'll get to it, but even her being like, I got French fried. It's like
I was like,
that doesn't include your lips. It's your other lips.
So
you know?
nasty.
So I don't know.
Okay, so Casey and TT chat, and I'm gonna be honest, I got 2 sentences out of here.
Ian's dig was hilarious, but keep going.
What did he say?
He was like, all right, Casey, all you have to do is act like you're remorseful. That means don't laugh. Go. First thing he did was laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that I be tuning out.
But what the gist is, she said, not my man. I stand 10 toes down for my man. They not about to gang up on my man. And he was like, yeah, I appreciate you standing.
He gave more respect.
And she was like, even if it's me and you against the world, I'm always gonna stand beside you.
Until she don't. I told y'all in the beginning. Until she don't do it, and then he's gonna get angry.
And he felt like he's always filled Anaya's cup, and Anaya don't fill his cup.
Yeah, I saw. That's what I put down. I picked myself, and I feel like I poured into her.
Yeah.
And because you told her one time that she was the blueprint, but you treated her like she was the gum on the bottom of your shoe. So you keep talking about you built her up, and you also tore her down. So what does that do? It don't do nothing. So be quiet.
Nothing. And
it
then
was all a lie.
For TT to go into her ITM and say, we're like Romeo
and Juliet. And that's the other part that I wrote down. And
I could have thrown my shoe.
I was like, and do you know what happened with Romeo and Juliet?
That's not a red.
They must die.
But baby, y'all ain't even met each other family. Who are you talking about?
It's like Romeo and Juliet when they don't want you together.
I said people.
Nobody cares if y'all are together. It's about his disrespect. These two.
It's like Uncle Tom's Cabin. People call people Uncle Tom, thinking that was the person that is that type in the Black community, and that's not it because they don't read the book. Again, Romeo and Juliet is not the love story you think it is.
That's when anybody compares themselves to Bonnie and Clyde, I'm like, do you know the story? Do you know it?
Like at least Beyonce said, I don't care if we're on the run because that's what they were doing.
She said, as long as I'm next to you, she was ready to die for that man.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready to die?
Because she knows the story.
Days. Are you ready to die?
Y'all don't know the story, babe. I don't think you about to fake kill yourself. Then he really died. And then you really kill you. That ain't about to happen.
No. All because your parents didn't want y'all to be together.
So the villa don't want you together.
And the villa don't care.
The villa don't care. They're like, you can have them.
Oh my gosh.
Kate says, I said, Romeo and who? Okay, somebody tell her how that story is.
She doubled down. I said, oh, she really meant Romeo and Juliet.
I'm like, so she didn't watch the Claire Danes and Leo version. She didn't watch Romeo Must Die, with the Aaliyah.
She probably
didn't have to read the play in school.
She probably has never even really read the whole play. She probably doesn't even know the names of the families. She just know Romeo and Juliet. That's all.
Most of Shakespeare are like tragedies, guys. Like, right. What are we talking about?
Greek tragedies. That's what they call
tragedies.
Like, please. Like, or they were based off of actual people where people died.
Still.
I
don't want that love.
No. So Zach and Kata talk, and Zach, I did kiss one person, but it was only 3 times.
Okay.
And Kata looks at him, and he's like, "Oh, but we're not together." So because they're not closed off, exclusive, or boyfriend girlfriend,
it's okay.
It's okay.
But y'all had
it's okay. Even though we've been humping,
it's okay.
It's okay.
And even though she didn't kiss no one,
yeah, and he would have been pissed had she done it.
Yeah. And she still doesn't even know that your person really got removed, because we'll never know if you really was gonna try to bring her back or not.
Like, I'm just like, the fact that he keeps getting away with stuff like this is crazy. And Love Mars says that Zach is not getting enough smoke. He's not getting enough smoke, definitely, from the woman that he's with.
Nope.
And that Zach is a strategic, manipulative game player. He really is. He really is.
Agree.
And who is this person? Rachel says, I'm sorry, but Zach and Bryce's behavior with each other is high-key disrespectful, Kata and Trinity. I feel like it.
But at this point, they don't care, because they see little stuff. They might not see every single interaction, but they be seeing little stuff, and they be hearing comments, and now they be acting like they okay with it. Like she even said it in her speech, it doesn't even bother me. I think it's cute now. So at this point, it's like, y'all willing to put up with it? Who am I?
Yeah, that's what y'all want. I wouldn't be putting up with that.
I never.
And he says I'm back single, and they're joyful to be back. And Kata, I miss my man. He's in the doghouse. Blah blah blah. Bullshit.
Don't believe you.
Jessica says,
do you be humping your man when he in the doghouse? Because my man don't get none when he in the dog.
Have you noticed Kata rarely tells the rest of Core 4 about what Zach tells her? I think the girls would be on him much more if so. Which is why, like, other than Casey and Corbin, Zach needs to get, like, the other biggest video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For movie night.
Because she does have a lot of stuff that he says from the girls.
Yeah.
Now, EDM feels like Zach is going for the gay bait vote, just like Harry Styles and Timothée Chalamet.
I can see that.
I can see that.
Because he revved it up this episode, honey.
He sure did. Ian ITM said Anaya heads to bed early in Soul Ties.
Uh-huh.
And so I did see a few people like, oh, now she's sleeping in Soul Ties, and now she want to be Melanie so much. And see, this is what I'm saying. When Anaya does stuff like this, is she's trying to be Melanie. How dare she? Blah, blah, blah. Trinity slept in Soul Ties for no reason, in my opinion.
Because she could have just slept in bed with Ronnie.
Because she could have just slept in the bed with Ronnie. He wasn't going to do nothing to her. Yeah. But she didn't want to. Fair. Anaya does not need to be in that room with that man.
And let me just tell you this.
and
But
Parmesan.
she said Melanie wanted to be like somebody from season 2 that slept in soul. Do you know how many people have slept in soul ties?
That too.
A lot of people. In couples and not in couples.
Thank you.
Like, it's not, she's not trying to be her. But like you said, it's just, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when Anaya does it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Janae slept in soul ties because she just wasn't trying to do it.
Yeah.
Is that not fair?
Right.
Jessica says it made perfect sense why Anaya was sleeping out there. Why would she want to be in the room with all those couples as the one single person?
Yeah.
So Trinity and Kata and Mel hear her crying because she's crying in soul ties with the sheets over her head. And Mel runs over to her and Trinity says, I just wish she would have been open to having the conversation with Carl, because at the end of the day, she could have been probably exploring both. And I think the conversation is the conversation we all was saying she missed, which is to ask Carl if he was willing to come back with her while she continued to explore potentially her connection with Casey.
Yeah, she never had that conversation. I think
she never had that conversation.
The loyal babes.
Yeah, and that was the conversation that was needed. Yeah. But Mel crawls into soul ties with Anaya and says, Anaya says, what the fuck was that speech? It was so disrespectful. Like, he looks, and Mel says he looked so stupid. Like, he looked like a little kid. Nobody likes his girl right now. And Anaya says he's such a dickhead. And Mel says he is a dickhead. I just don't want you to cry. And Anaya's like, I know. So Kata is like, he's pretty much saying he's done with Anaya. And they're all like, so again, everybody's like, well, all the girls knew how he was and she wasn't listening to them. Again, they're all shocked that he's saying he's done with Anaya.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the boys are acting like it was over and like it's fine. The girls are all just like, well, we didn't know that. It was that bad? Like they didn't know it. So he clearly has been lying to a lot of people in that villa.
Exactly.
About his feelings for Anaya.
Right.
He told Bryce she checked all the boxes. She it for him. Remember? He was telling him because Bryce was like, really? He was like, yeah, really.
It's everything I could want. Now y'all don't have nothing in common. And forget that she reminds you of grandma. You want the one that reminds you of mama.
Jessica says, did you guys catch Kata almost slip and call KFC a band? What's that?
I did.
A bump ass. You know, because I'll slip up and say it, so I wanted to be
No, because she did. She was like, she had to stop herself and go, man. Like, it was nigga was about to come out.
Fair. I knew all of the core four probably be slipping up a lot when they get pissed. Fair.
Yeah. Because I caught moments where Anaya probably said it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, I see you edit.
I be saying it on the videos. I'm passionate. So I'm like,
and kid is like, and that's weird. Like the switch up is crazy. So that's
crazy.
Trinity and Kata now who are like where's this coming from? Trinity says it's fucking insane. So Mel says, oh, Anaya, I'm sorry, like I don't want to do this, like trying Anaya. So like you could see Mel is upset because again, they were laughing at Anaya, she's trying to keep her calm, and him being super disrespectful. I think here this is where Mel is like, I'm already calm. I'm not trying to go back to probably what was happening at the fire pit where they had to remove me before I more than cuss out somebody. Trinity ITMs, there's a very big strong sisterhood in this villa, and if you do something to one of our girls, of course we're all going to be feeling upset about it because it's like seeing a sister hurt. And Mel says she's too good, she's too pure. Kata says this is it, the fucking bitch. Little boy.
Yes. She could say what she wanted to say.
Yeah, Trinity, bitch. She deserves a grown man.
Right.
And Kata says literally, she's such a great person. Trinity, she is. And it's like, oh, they really like the fact that she's not even there, and they all just like really still pouring life
She
into
has
her.
real friends in that villa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I hope they keep that. I hope they don't come out here and
Yeah.
let y'all tear them apart, honestly.
Exactly.
So Zach and Bryce chat, and Zach says, I thought I ruined it. Sure you fucking did.
Where
Bryce, she had her collection of guys and she still chose me. I'm like, you gonna keep trying to rub that in because she explored one fucking time with
Right.
one guy.
one guy.
When you explored 4 different times with Kata, but fuck you.
Exactly.
And you tried so hard at Costa. No, you didn't.
He tried so hard at Costa.
He did not. They didn't want him. That's the other thing. Like, also, you're leaving out the fact that none of these girls want. Well, then we found out Sydney's so desperate. She would have.
She want anybody that want her.
You wanted anybody who wanted her. Some people are like that. Men do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Parmesan. They told me to watch my back with you, so don't be doing shit behind my back. But I'm happy with you. Jill and Gal talks.
Wait, I'm glad you told her to go brush her teeth, though.
Oh,
why does somebody have to tell you to go brush your teeth?
I said, "Oh, Park is shady."
What have he been eating? Like, why she gotta tell you to brush your
One
teeth?
grilled cheeses and shit.
Don't you don't brush your teeth before bed? You just nasty.
Jen and Gal gonna explore. If you're gonna explore, don't piss me off. And I was like, okay. Then we're at the home stretch here.
He finally kissed her because he hadn't been kissing her.
Caleb and Jaden talk. I don't know what they said. All I know
They're
is
just happy to be here. That's it.
Yeah.
They can go home. Kenzie and Dylan. Not that I have a problem with Caleb, except for that Caleb keeps trying to talk sense into Casey, and I'm like, you're trying to talk sense into a man who makes no sense.
Yeah, that combo was super awkward.
Yeah.
Like even how they edited it.
Yeah, I was like, why are you doing this, Caleb? He's not a nice guy like you. Sorry.
Right.
Kenzie and Dylan chat. Happy to be there. She's good. It's all good after the fire pit, and they kiss. Mm-hmm. And then Gal and Dylan talk, and like, oh, you're still gonna try, Kenzie? Gal, yeah. It's so weird.
Straight up with it. Why he can't comb his hair?
Jessica feels Jen made a dumb decision picking Gal. Why would you pick someone that's still going to explore Kenzie, but maybe
she did not like Ronnie
at all?
She didn't like Ronnie. She wanted a white man.
He had too much color.
The only one left.
Yeah, he had too much color. TT, it's no beef, she says. So now this is funny because all of y'all swore that TT was going to keep going on the war path, and that these girls would have to, remember now, like this. Y'all and Casey and Corbin said her and Parmesan were gonna run this villa.
But I saw them tails tucked.
Because they gotta live there and they know who run the villa and it ain't them.
Because she said a few times she was scared. I didn't want you to be mad at me.
Right.
But she didn't like me.
Yeah.
I admire you, Queen. I don't want no problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want to bone you.
Oh, I think it's a volleyball move.
Said that to Anaya. I was like, what?
I think it's a volleyball move.
It probably is, but still, it's if you don't know volleyball.
But she said I wanted to connect with you. Like we both love volleyball, and I wanted to bone you. So I was like, oh, that must be a volleyball move because they actually do have moves, but I don't know the names.
It don't.
I have heard the spike to check the. Yeah. I never heard bone.
I ain't never heard bone.
Nope.
I have to look that one up.
Yeah, I would have to look it up.
Because the way it was edited, it sounded like.
Yeah.
Because she was also talking about how like they're both stallions.
Yeah.
So that's why
she said that.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, okay, so they're both tall and they both play volleyball. So it's like maybe it is a volleyball move. I don't know. Mel is like, it's okay, but yeah, you need to talk to Trinity. Like, okay, you good with the rest of us because you didn't disrespect us. You disrespect her. And so TT, when Trinity walks in, says, Trinity, I am sorry. Trinity said, yeah, it's okay. At the end of the day, our issue is with the guys, not you.
Facts.
And again, y'all had so much to say about the core four and that conversation at the fire pit. And again, these girls are backtracking because they were wrong.
Yeah, no, it's not a volleyball move.
No,
They got,
sure
they got the bump, but not the bone.
Yeah,
It's
bump
the
is,
but not bone.
Unless I don't know. I
just looked it up. I just looked it up on the internet. They said no.
No. I was saying unless the caption was wrong. I don't know.
No, she said bone. No. She said bone.
I had it on 4x speed.
She
so
said bone.
She said bone, and I think she meant like hunch, and I was like,
they were also talking about how they both look good.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't get it, but
so she's trying to say her and Casey got the same taste. They both
they got the same taste.
At this point, Amara's a lesbian. Who else?
Allegedly.
Got the allegedly out there.
You might come in there and take Melanie.
And I was like,
I'll be pretty fine with that. Vote.
Like, if we get Cassie and Johnny 2.0 and it actually works out in our favor, I'm willing to vote for Mel and Amora to win this show.
Exactly.
I have absolutely no. I won't. If Zach and Bryce turn to each other, I'm not voting for them. But I will be willing to vote for Mel and Amora together. Give it to me.
Absolutely.
Please.
Casey and the boys. I'm not trying to do all of that with her and her girls. Well, do you still want to talk to her? I don't know. It's up in the air. I was like, keep it, please. Just
but earlier you literally said I'm gonna talk to her, and now it's up in the air. So why are we switching?
Right.
Because he's in front of the boys, and that's what he's been doing the whole time, which is what we keep trying to say. TT, Bryce, and Zach were definitely on their best behavior, and I was like, when?
I mean, Bryce was.
When no girl wanted Bryce, and Zach's girl turned out to be a racist. Which part?
Yeah,
which one?
Because for them, there's like the kissing isn't necessarily a boundary. So in their eyes, Zach did fine because all he did was kiss the girl. Mm-hmm. So he did fine because there's no boundary. There's no line.
He wasn't spooning and caressing.
Yeah, he wasn't doing as much as Sincere. That's why she didn't mention Sincere's name.
Mm. What about Sincere? Mel says. TT makes a face. I'll let him tell you. I know he was holding her at night. Mel, he was cuddling that bitch. I don't regret yelling at him at all. Said exactly. Yeah. Your first feeling was the correct one.
But she's still not gonna do nothing. She get in the bed and tell him, "I've learned something about
you." Which is why I kept saying, y'all are trying to bring Corey back into this villa. And for what? She's not leaving Sincere. And on top of that, somebody asked me to talk about After Sun. And Corey was, I'm so glad that he dumped him. We dumped him because
like I wanted him there for the plot, because I just feel like Melanie needs to like show Sincere like I can leave you. But I didn't necessarily was like, oh, they gotta be together. But after hearing him on After Sun, I'm like, oh, I don't even want you there for the plot. Goodbye.
Exactly, because I don't want her to get caught up in him and he going back home to his baby mama and 2 kids and all that mess. No. I
thought Daniela said that was his sister.
Did she? Okay. That was
I didn't watch the video or the live, but I thought I saw somebody say Daniela came out and said that those are his niece and nephews.
I don't know. I saw somebody say that was his.
Someone said they knew him and that he has a baby mama. That's what I read afterwards, but I don't know. Again, allegedly.
It's all alleged.
Bryce is no longer open to explore. Woohoo. Kayla, they have the driest conversation. Yeah. Kayla, Zach, I love you. Zach, stop. And I said, if you tell a man I love you, and then he tells you to stop, punch yourself.
Oh, I thought he was telling her.
No, he said I love you. That's not Kayla.
Said I love you.
It sounded like a girl's voice.
No, because the next conversation that they had the next day, she's like, you said I love you. And he's like, oh, Kater knows I'm joking when I say I love you. On the dog.
They were humping because she was like, Zach. They were humping.
Yeah. He said I love you a few times while they were having sex.
Yes.
Yeah. You missed
All
me.
right. So, yeah, then I totally missed that conversation because I was
Yeah.
like, why is he saying stop all of a sudden? But
No,
you
she's
know,
saying stop. It's
No,
her.
she-
It's just like the whole I want to be closed off
yes,
conversation. It's
because
that
he's
all over
gonna
again.
take it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he took it back. He was like, well, I didn't mean that.
I thought that was so, and you let that slide. You're not gonna keep playing in my face. Like I would not
He
take
just
that.
laughs it
Like,
off. And I'm
DJ says Zach and Kayla's storyline is so boring. I think
You're
that's why
right.
I have it on 3 to 4 times speed because I didn't catch any of that. Mel is mad at Sincere and she crawls in the bed and tells him that, and he's like, "Oh, what did I do? The stuff you omitted from y'all conversation because you wanted to just be happy."
Yep.
you ruined our moment.
Kayla says Zach is in the doghouse. This is the end, but apparently that means something else in the U.S.
Yep.
Exactly.
Anaya, I feel better, but I'm still like, I don't want to talk to him. And I don't even feel like I need a conversation to hear that shit. He could save his breath. I was like, yeah, exactly. Pay him best. Pay him best. Did y'all call who made her breakfast? Because I would have never guessed this man would have made it.
Gal, I wouldn't have either.
I thought it was gonna be Sincere.
I thought it was gonna be Caleb.
I thought Sincere was gonna bring up her food with Melanie's.
No, Caleb too busy.
He got, Caleb got to work.
Woo and Kate in the back. I didn't see him with Jaden hardly ever. I'm talking about him trying to call, like to give Casey some sympathy bath rubs on this. When was he with Jaden?
I don't know.
Yeah, Trinity got French fries. She told Kenzie, "Ooh. Casey, I'm not going to be kissing no ass."
I said nobody's asking
That is so whack. See what I'm saying? Like,
they're just asking you to be honest. That's it. Like, oh my god.
Like we said, Gal brings Anaya breakfast, and Gal tells her, "You got your 'don't fuck with me' glasses on today." And she said, "Yeah, because you can't fuck with me today."
Yeah.
And then again, Casey's chatting with Caleb and he says, "I know I gotta be a man." Oh, you know this. You know that being a man requires you to tell her straight up how you feel and how everything happened.
Yeah. He don't want to be a man though.
Exactly. He was not being a man at that fire pit, no matter how much you guys tried to say that he was being a man and they weren't letting him.
He was being a little boy.
He was being a boy hiding behind his woman.
Exactly.
In front of his ex-woman.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
But I feel, how everything happened, but it doesn't make things easier when the energy is very hostile, because like I care about her and I care about her feelings, but I have feelings too. You do not care about her. And you definitely.
It's always a but with these people. Like, it's always a but. That's not a full apology. That's not a full compliment. It's not a full taking responsibility. Why do they always have to put but in something? Like, you could just say, I care about her and I don't want her feelings to be hurt. Boom. And that could be the end of the sentence. Why you always got to bring yourself in it?
Especially seeing how she reacted. Like, it would be one thing if she was just like angry, right? Like, it was just pure anger. Because that's kind of what we saw with Cordell, right? Like, after everything happened, he obviously felt bad, but he also made the comment about she doesn't care. Like, it was just anger at the fire pit, right? Until he saw her actual tears and then realized, no, she actually has always cared. And I feel like it was the flip for KC. You see that she's in tears. She's in tears, and you just don't care. You just feel like, oh, she's angry. She's crying.
Yeah.
But you had compassion for other people when they
that's what Rachel said. He did all that talk about I hate when women cry with soul, but totally disregarded Anaya's tears. He's trash. Yeah. And honestly, Caleb is listening to him, but I think he just was like, "Yo, can I get on the rack, please? Like, can you move?" Like,
he was like, "You just gotta follow your gut.
You gotta go with your gut. Go where your heart is at." Casey, every day is some bullshit.
And Caleb just got quiet.
The fact that he said that every day is some bullshit, like, it's not him.
It's you.
The problem.
Because she doesn't feel like every day is bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's a you problem.
I was just like, okay. Sincere.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like Coral? Anaya, yes, I did. For all those who think she didn't like him.
Yeah.
And that's why he didn't belong back in the villa, but y'all wanted Corey back in the villa.
For what?
For what? So that he could get buddy with KC.
Yeah.
And give him
Because
his
like
flowers.
both said, Corey defended Casey on After Sun. I'm glad he didn't come back because I don't want him with Melanie either. I don't want him with Melanie either.
Yep. He would have just been buddy.
And like CJ said here, Casey's a child. He has no respect for Black women, unlike what he's trying to sell to the public.
Exactly.
That's what it seems like.
Yep. So he Anaya's like, I did, and Sincere says, yeah, he seemed cool. I don't know if it was Sincere.
It was Zach.
Okay. And Anaya says he was awesome, honestly. Like, I feel like when we had conversations, like it was the best conversations I ever had. And I was like, that makes me feel so sad.
Yeah.
And Zach said, yeah. And then I says, and like, he was so fun. But I didn't want to bring him here and still have the mindset of like, I wanted to talk to Casey. And I was like, you know what? Like we said, probably for the best.
Yeah. Because some people can do that where they're like, I'll bring this person back and I'm still trying to explore what I have with my original partner and doing it with you. And I'll just pick who it is I have the best connection with moving forward. But everybody can't do that.
Right.
And I think Anaya just knew, like, bringing Carl in, if Casey is
it would be messy.
It's going to get messy.
Mess up both things, and I might end up with neither because
neither guy because now
I have to be able to balance it, and I messed up both stuff.
Because this is different, like a roster in the villa and not a roster on the outside.
Right.
Yeah. And honestly, you're building a roster with somebody you were with for 3 weeks versus somebody you were with
for 3 days. And then him bringing in TT is like, now we're a square. And it's real messy. So it's like, you know what? I'm not even going to involve you in it. I respect you too enough to involve you in this situation because it's a messy situation. So I need to figure it out. And if it means I lose you, then I lose you. Yeah. And that's the choice you made.
And so Zach says, well, that's not what you're supposed to do at the end of the day. It's meant to be who you fully want to be with and not someone as a safety option or something like that. I mean, but y'all were okay when Casey was doing it.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
And Naya says, yeah, I felt like he would have been the safe option. He would have been her backup because she was going to come
with Casey
and come into this going fully into Casey, whatever Casey's decision was.
Yeah, and now you can come in with her kind of having a clean break.
Right.
And that's why I said, honestly, for Carl and her to work, this is probably, regardless of however they end up, this is probably best case scenario for them because even Carl said it on After Sun. He's like, when Corey's like, well, she'll probably go back to KC. And Carl's like, no, that shit's over.
Yeah. He was like, nah.
Zach says, yeah, you don't want to do that. You put yourself out there for someone you cared about. And again, guys, see, they understand that she cared about him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about that she didn't care about this man, like y'all keep trying to say. Zach says, she says, well, he just didn't care about me. And she's correct. But Zach says, it's not that he didn't care about you, Anaya. Yes, it is. Zach, it's not, you can think like that because you can't think like that because he cared about you a lot the whole time. Like, it wasn't easy for him. It was fucking easy for that man.
It was very easy for him.
And he was like, fuck, this is going to really hurt her. He couldn't wait. But again, he didn't have those conversations where he couldn't wait to go put this in her face.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm wondering, did he ever actually say that? Because we never saw it in the edit.
I never saw it.
I feel like they would have at least, they put all of you all saying y'all miss y'all's girl with the exception of him and Corbin.
Right.
So I fear if he would have said it at least once, they would have included it.
He didn't say it because he didn't mean it. He didn't feel it.
And ITMs, I wish I could go back and like throw warning signs at myself, like this is a bad idea. But she says I am happy with what I chose because I was vulnerable, and that's not something I normally do. And I was like, oh, her and the therapist had a really good conversation.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could tell she had to speak to the
Yeah, like no, like she really like is there, like centered again.
Because I'm sure they also made her talk to the therapist because she probably was in there packing her bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
no. We got an idea, girl. Just stay here a little longer. Just stay.
It's going to be.
We got you. We got you.
There's going to be other men.
We
blah, blah, blah.
trying to work with you.
Okay.
Like, but I don't want no other man. Like Carl and I really had something good, and I let him go. And she's like, and well, what if we can bring in someone like a Carl? Like it's Carl himself, but hey, like you, just work with us. We got you. Trust me. We're not gonna let things go down like this.
You still have to have your experience, and your experience isn't over. Just
and so she does say though, and again, which is why I keep trying to tell people, this is her ITM, and again, they can ask her these questions, but I don't think she would be saying this if she didn't mean it. She's like, I am missing Carl though right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am really missing him, and I believe her.
I believe her too.
But Anaya says it's just like she's given Zach his you think you know everything, but either way, it's fucking embarrassing.
Right.
And I'm glad that Sincere was quiet.
Yes, so was I.
Yeah.
And Zach's like, it's not fucking embarrassing. And Anaya says, I feel like in here, I just like I'm second guessing everything. And I said, it's because of these people. They keep making you second guess. So you have to stop allowing them to second guess you right or wrong. Because like, look, this is what you said. I'm glad I did what I did, even though that was your decision. And you wish you could go back and stop yourself from making that decision, but you learned from it. You were vulnerable, and at the end of the day, you feel okay with it because you made the best decision with what you had at that moment.
Exactly.
So that's going to help you stop overthinking.
Mm-hmm.
But this mess that Zach is doing to her is bullshit.
Yeah.
But that's what they were all doing to her for 3 full weeks, even the girls.
And they were doing it to Casey too.
Yeah.
So Nye says, I feel like in both of their heads. I feel like I don't feel beautiful in here, and I don't feel like respected. And Zach says, you are.
I will say, as much as this man pisses me off, I did like that once he noticed she was getting emotional, he scooted next to her and wrapped his arm around her.
Yes.
He didn't just sit there and watch her.
The beginning part of the conversation, because I was like, listen, I get it. You think you know everything that happened. You don't.
You don't either.
You have to allow her feelings, because she doesn't, regardless of what you think, she does not feel cared for. Sincere says, well, you got to build yourself up, and that's what we're all here for. So, and we're here to make it so you're not alone. So you can take your time by yourself if you need it. But like when you do feel like this, don't be afraid to tell one of us, because, we got you. We're going to be there for you regardless. And it's like, look at Sincere coming with all the right words. He was quiet the entire time and let her get her thoughts out and said the correct words. Feel your feelings, even if that means going off by yourself to feel those feelings, and then come back to us when you feel like you need to have a conversation. Yeah. And that's all you can do. So really, Zach was just taking down this conversation at some place, because I was just like, let her just talk, man.
Yeah, she just wants you to listen.
So Gal says, oh, like Carl was a nice guy, but him and Anaya were kissing every morning. And I was like, they were?
I guess, child, according to Gal.
And I was like, So they were just cutting that out.
Because it didn't seem like that.
It
No,
did.
it didn't. It didn't.
Even the way they both were with each other in the show, it didn't seem like that was happening.
So now
And are you talking about him bringing her breakfast and they just have a pack? Or
That's
you
one
trying
thing.
to act like they was making out every morning? Because I mean,
Because we
which one
saw
you
just
trying
the
to say?
two. And I feel like when we would see them wake up in the morning, we would just see a hug.
Yeah.
We would see kisses with some of the people, but we would only see a hug, and then she would walk away.
I don't know.
So
I think they was putting 20 on 10, but we could be missing something.
We could be. We could.
And Jessica
Corbin eating it up.
As soon as I saw it was him sitting there, I said, "This is the wrong.
This is the wrong person." Yeah. Jessica says any sincere talks to Anaya, he does seem to make sense.
Because that's his buddy.
So much sense. But yes, as CJ says here, Corbin is a producer because
he's the one that sat down with them and was like, "Give me the tea." He basically was like, "Give me the tea,"
and he only asked about Anaya.
Yeah, like what was happening in the villa.
Because we saw Anaya's postcard.
Because again, they thought that meant Anaya fucked Carl.
Yeah. That leg. She had that leg up.
He wanted to be able to give Casey some ammunition for him not to have to, like, you don't even have to feel bad because she was doing stuff.
Yeah.
She was kissing him every morning.
And
even if she was doing that, that still doesn't compare to half the stuff.
Exactly. Corbin is obsessed with Anaya in a weird way, trying to get tea on her so he can run it back to KFC and try to make KFC what KFC did feel less bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, it didn't work. And Jessica says, release the tapes. Why did we see the That's what I'm saying.
Release
exactly.
It. They just not want us to get the hopes up or something because
and Carl didn't really talk about how much they were physical on After Sun. I don't know.
But he's such a gentleman.
He is.
But he said also like they had a lot in common, including movies, but he feels that Carl was too nice. And this is where I'm just like, you're putting so much sauce on this.
You're interpreting stuff. If you want to know about Anaya and Carl Corbin, go talk to Anaya about it.
Because again, y'all, you're not around all the time. And because when this was happening, like Dylan was saying stuff too, but I feel like Gal was putting the most sauce on it.
Yeah, and Dylan was just saying like he's a good guy. Dylan was just like, oh, he's a good guy. They got along real well.
Yeah, and you could tell Dylan and him got really close, even from like his speech when he pied Anaya and when Carl come out the cave. He's very excited. Like that was his boy, right? I just feel like God was just talking this talk.
He was. First of all, you over there, you ain't even comb your hair. And
again, this is a grown man
and trying to flirt with Kenzie. You don't know what's going on. You trying to deal with two women. How you know what's going on?
Hello?
A grown man spilling tea about a situation he don't know about. Kata and Zach chat on the doc. Y'all would have to tell me.
So this was the chat that you completely missed because you would have understood the love you. So when they're on the dock, she basically says, he asked about Shay. That's her name, right? Yeah. And she was like, "Oh,
he's gone too."
Huh?
I'm glad he's gone too because he ain't got no mind of his own either.
Not at all. But he was like, she says that he was hot and that was a big boy. And Zach's basically like, "Oh, you're trying to piss me off?" And she was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "It's working." And then she does say that Shay has a lot of green flags and that Zach does have some red flags. And he says, "Well, you have some too." Yeah, he tells Kata that she has some too.
She does have red flags. You know what her red flags is? Dealing with Zach.
Yes, and then it comes up about the stuff that he did with Alana, and he says that he had to do what he had to do. They're not boyfriend and girlfriend, so he just reiterates the boyfriend and girlfriend thing, but then he throws in yet, and Kata's like, yeah, you better add that yet to it. And then she brings up, because you were also saying some things last night.
Right.
And he was like what? And he was like, I only said it once. I was joking. And she was like, you said it a lot of times.
Again, playing a fucking game.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And they laugh about it. And then I think he ITMs like, Kater knows I be joking when I say I love you. Like, this our thing. Okay.
I need him. But again, we have other pressing matters. Sincere and Mel chat at the pool, and again, I did not write this conversation because I'm gonna be honest, I was so drained. Like
Right.
I can't.
I got some.
Mhm.
So basically he was just like, is there anything else you need to get off your chest? I think he could see that she was in her head a bit.
Mhm.
And she basically said she doesn't like how he says it was hard, but then yet he was making out with Amora the whole entire time. And then he doesn't really consider her, and he likes to think with his dick, and says that this is messing up their connection by him constantly doing this. She calls out her boundaries.
Yes, I have that. She doesn't like that he crosses her boundaries, and she feels like she shouldn't hold it against him.
Yes, and he says that he, basically he understands what she's feeling, but he doesn't want to hurt her, and he's like weeding out the bad stuff. But Melanie calls out that he'll basically make a mess and then clean it up and then repeat. And it's like you're putting a band-aid over something instead of just fixing it.
Yeah,
like,
that is what Aaron did after Casa. He kept doing that. He would like slap. He did it all the way into the reunion. So basically, it's Aaron who would have started doing that from day dot rather than not even day dot. I'm gonna give Sincere. He didn't start doing it until yeah. He didn't start doing
but the fact that she has boundaries, you cross the boundaries and then say, but you shouldn't get mad
about me crossing your boundaries.
Right.
Because I didn't bring anybody back.
Right.
But you crossed my boundaries.
You still crossed my boundaries.
My boundaries are my boundaries for a reason. Right? You know what I mean? So it's just he
exactly.
Really.
And at that point, that's when she's just like, I'm over the conversation. And she gets up and walks away. So then Sincere is sitting there like, I don't do anything, I get in trouble. I do anything, I get in trouble. And he kind of feels like he ITMs that it's just starting to feel tiring.
And then, he's been tired.
Yeah. And then that's when we get to Trinity finding Melanie in the room.
Yeah. So Trinity and Mel chat, and Mel says like what he did was bare minimum, which it was. Like coming back is bare minimum.
Yeah, that's it.
And she's crying. She says the thing is like he hurt her feelings. And she feels stupid because now she's kind of feeling like she sees him differently. And I'm like, damn. And Amora's not even here yet.
He's not here yet. And Melanie's already in her head.
Yeah. So Sincere and Zach chat, and they think Mel should just get over it. That's what I got out of that conversation. But tell me if you got something else out of that conversation.
That was honestly about it. And then when he makes the whole comment about, Amora and how it didn't feel right to bring her back in here. And
well, she's about to be back.
But she about to be back, buddy. But says she's a great woman, and he opened himself up to her. And Zach was like, yeah, y'all just need some time about him and Melanie.
TT and Anaya chat, and Anaya says it's not about you, but I wanted to let you know I'm going to cuss him out and say some things.
Right.
And TT says, I understand. I would too. I would have said worse. And I was like,
TT crazy. Because TT crazy.
So that's all you had to do was at the fire pit. Just let her say it.
Exactly. You got to whatever because you felt like your man was getting jumped. Meanwhile, you would have been those girls on the couch.
Right. And
which is what we said on Friday. We're like, the thing is, if it was reversed and y'all was sitting on the couch, y'all would have done the same.
Her and Farm would have both been on that couch the same exact way because we see how y'all are already moving at Casa.
Exactly.
Y'all would have reacted the same way.
Anaya, it's all love. My issue is with him, and they hug, and then they hope that. And Titi said, like, she's glad that there's no hate, that she doesn't hate her, and that because she had hoped to connect to her, and because like they're very similar. And Naya basically ITMs Casey, is it worth like being hate, like bringing hate?
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, good conversation. I just find it funny because all these people swore that TT was going to hold the ground for them.
Yeah, but no, she walked in there. She understands.
Yeah.
Who runs that house?
Yes. And y'all going to have to also understand OG's run this shit.
Always.
Exactly.
That's how it
Always.
is.
Every single year.
Unless it's an OG that really is like problematic and most people dislike, like when we had Kai with Olivia, like people were okay with what Kai did because Olivia was not liked. Like people did not rock with it. Like people were okay with what Andrew did because some folks didn't like Tasha.
Tasha.
So like if something like that happens,
I was not okay with what he did, but I also did not like Tasha.
yeah. But some people were like, oh, she deserved it because she doesn't like him, right?
And see how I'm being consistent?
Yeah. So this is always how it is unless you do something. But Anaya didn't do anything to warrant
Right.
that energy.
Yeah. Corbin and Sincere and Casey chat. And again, this is all about trying to down, I feel, Anaya's stock in the villa.
He tried to. Corbin is working hard.
Yep.
And as Jessica says here, I find it funny that KFC and Corbett want the girls to move on, but I thought you and the girls were going to run this villa. Y'all can't even handle the heat.
Y'all want the girls to move on, but Casey's still harping over a door.
Exactly.
Okay.
I felt like they were just trying to lay the groundwork as much as possible for why Anaya didn't belong here, in case they could get her kicked out. She explored. She didn't bring somebody back.
So that's not her, and that's her fault. And so now
she should have picked Carl.
Now she should be kicked out because she's by herself and not in a couple. But not for long, boo.
Yeah. So yes, very producer plantery.
But once again, Sincere knows when to shut up.
He did not say one word.
He said, "Oh, quiet."
Because he knew that she did like Carl, but again, he knows the reason why she did not bring back Carl. But he also knows that pointing that out to dumbass KFC is not going to bring us anywhere. So he was letting y'all talk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jessica feels like Sincere is in the wrong group. He better not make that dumb duo or trio. Please and thank you.
Don't.
He kind of goes between the groups because he'll be with Bryce or Zach.
I think production wants him to kind of be that middle person.
That middle person, yeah.
Because nobody else really flows like that. I feel like they're trying to get Caleb.
Yeah,
it's just Caleb got too much sense.
Yeah, Caleb, I don't think messes with any of them that heavy because
I would be very shocked if he's friends with any of these guys for sure.
Yeah. Right. He's not gonna be.
Kay says, if nothing else, Langston Hughes is a good listener and friend tonight. Yeah. I can see Caleb being friends with Carl.
Yes. I can see that possibly
absolutely.
And then going off of Jessica, who was it? Whatever you just read. Whoever post you just read.
Oh, I don't remember which post.
About him being a good listener.
Okay. If nothing else, Langston Hughes is a good listener and friend tonight.
I saw a tweet where somebody was like, I just feel like Sincere is the guy that you're good friends with, but he's not the guy you date.
This is those conversations where people are like, hook me up with your friends. You have so many male friends, and they're like, yeah, but I don't want you dating none of them.
That's not the one you date. They're a good listener.
Yeah,
have your back in a
it's
fight.
The one you call when you want a male perspective.
Yeah,
but
you don't date them. You don't date them, babes.
Now, Jessica asked, does KFC not realize that Sincere and Anaya are close? And Casa, he stopped saying much around him, but now he wants to involve him. But I don't know if he involved him or it was Corbin.
Corbin involved him because Corbin, even though he's younger than both of them, he think he the head man in charge, right?
Yes.
And he think that KC listen to whatever he say, and he be educating KC. See, he done brought KC out of his shell, and he got him doing the stuff that he be doing and how he roll. So now he want to pull Sincere into that. So he think he run them.
Because I feel like Corbin was the one that was putting certain groups together today to have these conversations, and it's like, I see what you're doing in there, Corbin.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So they get a text. It's going to be a game Chef Boyardee.
Woo-woo.
And the girls apparently squashed it before the game. So they're ready to do girls versus boys. Because I was wondering how they were going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This and movie night.
TT humbled herself and apologized to 3 different people. That's how.
She did. And then when they talked to Parm in the kitchen, she was like, I understand.
Right.
You better not do it to me.
They back down. Right.
Yeah, they both back down. And then Jaden was never in it. So
nope.
That was
Jaden
just-
always said, I'm happy
You
to be
get
here.
what they're saying now, right? Yeah, you could keep it down now. Like, yeah, okay. That's Jaden. And so in walks Meg the Stallion to host this game. We got a little bit of clues today after the first look. The Meg the Stallion was walking back into our villa. She was there last year, did her thing.
Yes.
I said that was one of my favorite episodes last year because that was a shit season, but that episode with Meg was one of my favorite. I can't say the same for this, but I love the part where Meg came in. Like Anaya crying was too much to hurt my soul, so I probably will never watch this episode.
I think you can watch this part,
but I will watch this part. Meg looked good.
Did she look good?
And the purple.
Yes.
And
my Aquarius sister.
Yeah. And of course, she heads to the girls' dressing room, and Anaya's like, "Oh my God, she's so motherfucking beautiful. I'm with the stallion, bitch." Yes, Meg's back in the villa, and then she calls out Kenzie, my favorite clam slam,
and them splits, child. Why my best friend text me and she was like, "Why is Kenzie doing the splits?"
I can't wait. All you gotta do is say Kenzie, and she like, "Yes, I perform." You want to see her perform?
We barely heard.
They like, "Oh, Kenzie's doing the split."
We barely heard from Kenzie, but we heard her splitting.
Her and those splits, and I love that she does them no matter what her emotions are.
Yes.
Happy splits, angry splits, sad splits, excited splits. Yeah,
she's gonna do a split.
She's gonna do a split.
Trinity ITM's that she's bad as fuck. Meg does come in and she asks how they're all doing. She tells Mel, "I heard you can do the Melanese," and then we see Mel like bending and twerking, and she's like, "I didn't know you had all of that back there." I was like, "I didn't know Mel had all of that."
I noticed it when they did the little dance with Ariana.
Yeah, like I saw the booty, but I didn't know that she had it all to like twerk. But then again, she was a plus size model, so she probably has a good amount of limber. You know what I mean? Because you got to like walk the catwalk. You have to like show like, twirl. And so, Kay is over the split.
You don't like the splits, Kay?
You don't like the clam slams?
You don't like them clam slams?
She tells Kata, the French frying is killing me. Please stop. And I was like, thank you, Meg.
The French frying is frying me.
And then she says to Anaya, "I wish you would show the world the stallion that you are."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, I'm gonna head to the men." And then
you didn't care about what she said about everybody else.
There was more stuff.
She said something about
every person.
She said Jen. She said Jen.
Oh, she did something. She did say Parm Persian cat.
She called Parm her Persian cat. Jaden looks like Jessica Alba, which she does.
She does.
And I didn't peep that.
Certain poses.
No, I peeped it before, but she
didn't.
And she says, "I'll take it."
I noticed it today, and then she called Jen. That Jen has a nice physique.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then Kenzie is Dora the Explorer.
Yeah. What did she say about TT?
Oh, she told TT. Did I write it down?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember her saying.
I don't think she said anything to TT.
I don't think she said anything to TT or Trinity.
No, she said something to Trinity.
I didn't write nothing down about TT or Trinity, so I don't think she did.
What did she say about Trinity?
I don't know if she did. I didn't write nothing down for them to. And I feel like I would have wrote it down.
Yeah, I purposely didn't write those other comments. I didn't hear anything else. You saw I could read them.
I'm sure she did say something to them. It just
didn't make camera.
I think it made the full cut.
And so then she goes down to the men, and they're all screaming, and then
especially Zach.
Oh my gosh!
And then Bryce like waltz her around back and forth, and then because the model that he is, and
Right.
then they head to the challenge, and it's Hot Girl Bakery, and it's set up with her swimwear. So this time the girls aren't wearing her swimwear, but it's featured, of course.
And she gave them some. So I think they just get to take it home.
Yeah. And then it's girls versus boys, of course, and it's similar to last year's challenge. And where they do different challenges. I think the first one was called Clam Slam.
No, Hot Girl.
No, that's what they call Kinsey.
Kinsey is Clam Slam.
Oh, I mean Cake Slam. I thought it was, but go ahead.
So it's Hot Girl
musical.
It's Hot Girl musical cakes.
Yeah.
Okay, and I missed that part. It was 3 and 4 times speed by this point, and I'm just like, okay. But all I got was the winners of each part of this. So
Okay.
Yeah. So
anything that you want to comment on this part?
Yeah, no, it was like you said, Trinity won for the girls.
TT won for the girls.
I mean TT, my bad. TT won for the girls and KC won for the boys.
Okay, so you didn't get much else.
I mean, the girls did their thing. They were throwing it back. They were doing what they had to do.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted Anaya to win, but she got second.
She did.
And then with the boys, I ain't gonna lie, Dylan was over there trying to show out.
He was, and I appreciated that. And I'm like, that works for Kinsey because she liked to dance too. So she got somebody else that can dance.
Okay.
I don't know why she's bothering with Gal, but
I think it's just, again, she likes a roster now. I think it's just like, I can
attention.
have it. I don't want it.
Dylan is really her speed. She needs to stick with that.
Yes, I feel like Dylan is really rocking with her. And then I rode when Casey won.
Then Casey won. TT was so proud of him.
We're winners, baby. You know, I had to do it for my girl.
Ooh, I want
But
you
too bad, so sad because Meg gave the points to the girls.
Yeah.
And then was the next one like a whack-a-mole or was there
Sweet Revenge? That's the whack-a-mole.
Okay. I didn't take much down of anything.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
All right. So we start off with the girls in the whack-a-mole thing, and the guys have a cake, and they're gonna throw it at the girl. But before they do, they're gonna explain why they're picking this girl to pie, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So first up is Gal. He says, "I'm picking this girl because he likes Sincere, but she dumped his bestie. It was Melanie." Melanie says,
him and Corey were close.
I didn't either, but that's what I said. Gal and Corey were close. Dylan and Carl were close.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You and Corey were close. What are you talking about Carl and Anaya for?
Doesn't make sense. But Melanie says, I would have rather choose Sincere anyways. Sincere says, that's my girl. Moving on to Zach.
And you know what? After son, Mel?
I agree.
I agree. I would have kept the devil you knew.
Exactly.
As well. Yeah. Moving on to Zach. He says, I'm picking the girl who's been shouting at me a lot, just jealous of my relationship with Bryce. It's Trinity.
It's Trinity.
He really don't like Trinity. I don't know if Trinity ain't really picking that up, but
yes. She says it's all love. And then Zach and ITM, stay away from my man. Moving on to Caleb. He says that this girl threw herself at him very heavily, but then as soon as she made a new connection, acts like he does not exist.
Kenzie really swore it was about to be her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kenzie was like,
the whole time it was Parmesan.
and he throws it to Parmesan. And he's like, but it's all good because I have Jaden now. And Parma's just like, he's just butthurt. That's all.
Ooh.
Yeah, because she made a better connection with Corbin than him. Then we move on to
the clown.
And she chose the clown over the one that she said was husband material.
Exactly.
You gave Jaden a husband and you chose the clown.
Crazy. Then we move on to Dylan. And he says that, I'm an OG Casa boy. And this girl let my boy go. I definitely understand her reasoning. She followed her heart, but I didn't want to see him go. It's Anaya, who understands. She saw it coming.
She's like, I miss him too. He was like, I miss Carl. She's like, I miss him too.
Yeah, and she's like, I kind of deserved it. It's okay. Like, I get it. And everybody's like, I miss Carl.
Right. And even Megan was like, I miss Carl.
Carl, where are you? Mind you, Carl in that big old cake.
Waiting to pop out. And that's he must have hurt them. He's like, oh, they got me.
Yes. I'm sure he was cheesing. He was probably cheesing inside there.
They were so loud with it. So then we move on to Bryce. And Bryce says he hasn't forgotten about Paradise Cove and Pies Cater.
Okay. I mean, fair.
She pied you in the bed.
I mean, but again, you went back for seconds of that.
Thank you. It wasn't that bad.
I mean, according to Soul, thirds and fourths. But okay.
Okay. And she says that's fair. That's fair. She took it on the chin.
Right.
But that situation absolutely deserved the pie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
Or whatever.
Who else was Bryce going to really pie? Let's be honest.
Right.
Then we have Sincere, and he says this girl is like a fly on the wall, always got something to say, even when she's not involved and it's not her business. And he pies Jen. And all the girls are confused. Every girl is confused because what are you talking about? And she says, explain.
I was like, did you do that because y'all are besties? Because that doesn't make any sense.
Him and Jen are besties?
Oh, wait. I thought you said Caleb.
I said Sincere.
Oh.
Sincere. Oh!
No, Sincere. Remember, Jen don't like Sincere. She has been throwing shade at Sincere since
But that wasn't his reasoning for the pie. I think she would have understood that reasoning. Like, you don't like me, so I don't like you. But he said she gets involved in everybody's business.
Yeah, because I think that she was going back
in their business.
Between the Soul and Melanie situation, I think she was going back and forth and telling them shit.
Okay. But when she says explain, all he says was you're brand new. And she said I've been here 2 weeks, almost 3.
He like, you still new.
You're new. And everybody was like, she's been here, Trinity. She's family.
Listen, Jen was riding for them. She family.
So at that point, Sincere was like, all right. Just said you didn't have nobody to pie, Sincere.
No, who was he going to buy?
He didn't have nobody to
his boys, girls, or Jen that he probably doesn't care.
Right. Yeah, that's what I think. So then we move on to KFC. And he's just like, I'm gonna talk my shit. Okay, here we go. And he said that he got a lot to say. The girls had a lot to say when he walked in. However, there was one girl in particular that had a lot to say. And at this point, you can see Anaya visibly getting angry.
Yeah.
And then Trinity also is rolling her eyes.
Right.
And then he goes, Trinity. He pies her. Well, before he pies her, Trinity says, well, and I do have a lot more to say, boo.
Right.
But she knew.
Save it for movie night, baby girl.
Come on. Let's go. So he does it. He throws his pie and misses. Because God don't like ugly.
God don't like ugly.
Because he's trash.
Trash. He misses. They call him out. Well, Trinity calls him out and says, well, you had multiple opportunities to explore prior to Casa, and you chose not to, and then said that you couldn't when Anaya was there, so then you switched it when she wasn't there.
Yep.
Right.
So, yeah. So then he tries to, like, waffle a bit or whatever, but then that's when Meg is like, you don't remember Casa.
Yeah.
Because Anaya calls out him being disrespectful.
Right.
And
he makes I wasn't disrespectful.
Mm-hmm. And Meg is like, you don't remember Casa. And then he's like, oh.
What makes that little smirk?
Yeah. And then Anaya calls him out and says, you didn't have any respect for me post Casa, post the recoupling. You are a coward. Sit down.
Right.
And he sat down like the coward that he is.
Yep.
Then said Jen is their distant cousin, but family nonetheless.
She's that family member that you only see once or twice a year, but you got her back.
Hello. Does she not have a shirt? She at the
she's still gonna walk down to the 7-Eleven with you guys every once in a year when you and y'all get the puppies and then y'all go home and then you go
That's still my cousin. That's still my cousin.
Or we just keep up on social media. A double tap
don't
here,
say
a
nothing about
there.
her, okay? Because what?
Yeah.
That's mine.
Great Aunt Mildred. That's my great Aunt Mildred grandchild, and you better not say nothing about her.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. Jessica said KFC's voice cracking was cinema.
Because he couldn't, like, how you gonna sit there and try to gaslight Meg Thee Stallion?
Yeah,
she's watched.
Right.
She's watched, so you can't say nothing to her.
Right.
She knows stuff that those girls don't know yet.
Exactly.
And he peeped. Then we move on to Corbin. And Corbin is like, things got heated, but there was one person in particular whose comments just threw me off. And he pies Kenzie. Kenzie calls him a piece of shit. And basically calls out the stuff that he was saying to her on the dock prior to leaving for Casa.
Which is what we're saying.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have told her you were falling for her. That's your fault.
Yep. And then Corbin apologizes, says, about his words. And Kenzie's like, well, you're still a shitty person.
Kenzie keep her foot on their neck.
And then Meg chimes in and says, you all don't have to put the OG girls down to uplift the Casa girls.
Exactly.
And Corbin does agree. And then Megan says, okay, so can everybody now calm down? I've gotten it out. Let's bring it down.
Yeah. Because he was trying to say, because he said, because you like my stuff or something. And Meg was like, no, Permita like your stuff.
Well, that was during the when he was twerking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of like,
no, Permita like
it. I don't like nothing. What are you talking about?
Yes. So that's what the boys' turn. So then we move on to the girls, and they don't get cake. They get the frosting tube.
Yeah, I think it's because it's probably harder to throw cake. That's also why Casey fumbled. Yeah. Because he probably doesn't have as much arm strength as the other guys. I do like that they was like, let's give the girls just something different.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, they're the ones who really need to get some stuff off there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So first up is Jaden. And she's just like, this guy needs to step it up in his coupling with my girl Jen. And it is gone. And Jen is just
like, wait.
Jen said,
Jen, like, somebody taking up for me. I appreciate it. Like,
she did not expect. She said, I did not expect that, but thank you, girl.
The white collection is growing.
Right. Because Jen probably was like, I ain't even talking to you.
Right.
But again, who else was she gonna pie? None of her girlfriends. So.
Exactly. All it is. So then we move on to Kata, and she's just like, this for my girl Anaya.
Right.
Exactly, Kata. Exactly.
Since you wrote her off and then had no conversation, Casey, it was one day. You still had no conversation.
Right.
Okay. She squirts him. He says it was to be expected. Kata's a good friend. Whatever. Right. That was his whole thing. Every time somebody came after him, they're being a good friend. They're just being a good friend.
Right.
They want you to acknowledge what you did to her. That's just all.
Exactly.
Then we move on to Jen. And she says this boy was disrespectful to her BFF in the villa. And it's Corbin. He says it was expected. He saw it coming. He knew.
I seen it.
Yep. Then we move on to.
I'm gonna talk shit after this, but sure.
Yep. Then we move on to Parm, and she's just like, "Look, I just want this man to know you ain't about to do that to me. Okay? Ain't no issues. I want you to know. Me and you, different.
Right.
And she squirts Corbin.
And she got him good.
Good. Now, I was fine with her squirting her partner.
Okay. Oh, so it was not me. I thought it was me. Okay. I thought it was going to be me. I'm like, listen, y'all know I love her. But why? This is like the third time she's done
I didn't get that. Why did she go for KC?
Exactly. We're going to get there. Hold on. So then Trinity goes. And she says, this boy always gets something every challenge, and it will be fun to lick it off of him. And she creams Bryce. I wrote in parentheses, I wish she chose somebody else.
I don't get it. This is like the second or third challenge
where she chooses her man.
where she chose her own man.
It's weird.
It was very weird.
Odd.
You got all this stuff to say about Casey. Why would you not cream him?
You could have creamed KC. You could have creamed Corbin. You could have creamed Sincere. You could have creamed Zach and for your girl, your bestie boo, because he still kissed Alana,
right?
Even though he came up by himself. Like,
I'm confused.
It's just weird.
Why you creamed Brian?
And I mean, he like shrugged and like, and I'm just
no, he was fine. He liked it. He liked it. He said he liked that she creamed him, and that it was cute. He liked it.
I think it's weird.
I think they're weird. So
yeah,
I didn't get it. Anyways, we move on to because I was like Parm's pieing fine. Yours didn't make no sense.
Right.
Yeah. Moving on to Kenzie. She's like, he's a liar. And he switched up 24 hours later. And his apology included the cake to my face. Corbin.
Fair.
Right?
All fair.
Fair. It's obviously fair. And she's just like, it's whatever. Like, she's just done with Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
Corbin says he feels like he's getting the shit end of making a great connection, but he does hope things can level out now that he's apologized and owned it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you still gonna talk shit about her back, but sure.
But sure. Right. Got you. Next up is TT, and she's like, this guy's cool peoples, but he's a little toxic, kind of two-faced, and I F with Melanie heavy. Sincere.
Oh, now you have with Melanie heavy. Okay.
First, she said in the dressing room, me and I love each other.
Right. She wanted Meg to know. She wanted everybody to know that. I mean, no, Meg wasn't there yet. She wanted everybody else to know that. Like, me and Anaya love each other.
We love each other. I rocks with her. I want y'all to know I am cool with them too. Because I think TT peep game.
Yeah. She wanted to get in the villa.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And now she knows how she got to play it cute.
And honestly, she might be here for a while.
She could be.
Because while we might want to try to dump them, we just voted. We might not vote again till either Tuesday or Friday. So unless they have a recoupling, I doubt he's picking Naya again.
Switch up. They'll still be in the house until there is, like I said, until there's a vote.
Yeah.
Then we move on to he says that he didn't really agree. He took it, but he didn't really agree because he's just like, I tell truths, but then I don't tell the whole truth. So maybe that's where the two-facedness comes in.
Mm-hmm.
You think, Sincere? Okay. You know. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he does.
He knows. Then we go to Melanie, and she's like, look, I'm protective over my girls, and I hate seeing them walking around feeling less than because of these boys' mouth. Mm-hmm. So she takes the gun and she points it at Corbin, but then it malfunctions.
Yes.
And she points it at KC, and she's like, I don't know where it was going.
She's like, this works for me, though. It's a bit malfunctioning, but this works for me.
You know, it's okay. So Meg's just like, so it's 50-50.
Right.
Corbin for KC. And she's just like, yep, I was aiming at Corbin, but somehow I hit KFC.
That was God. It was just like that cake.
Yeah.
And then KFC was like, again, Melanie's being a great friend, but she missed. And the girls are just like, don't worry, you got one more.
No coming. Yeah.
You got one more coming. And Anaya, rise up.
Right.
I cackled because I'm in Atlanta. And rise up is the Falcons.
Right.
So I cackled.
Again, the girl is black. I don't know what y'all were talking about.
But also the tattoo on his back. I was
right.
just like,
wow. I know. It's like every chance she can get, she say something about it. And I'm like, get him again. Get him again. Or whatever. So she's excited. And Casey does look nervous. Because he knows it's coming. Right.
He's like, all right.
Go for it.
And he still won't even take it. Even Corbin's telling him.
Everybody's like, "Why are you turning your face? Like, just take it." Like, we didn't turn our face.
He's not a man. Just like he can't talk to her like a man, he can't take it like a man.
So we have Anaya, and she says, she's never felt so disrespected, not checked up on, put to the side. First off, I love Meg's intro. Before I go any further, the baddest, the whatever, all the things she was saying,
the thickest, the
baddest,
thickest, the
right? And then they had Meg's song playing under it,
right?
Loved it. But she said she never felt so disrespected, not checked up on, put to the side in her life. Every time she said something to girls, and she said now you're just gonna feel how she feels,
right?
And she gets a little bit closer. Meg said, "Get closer.
You get closer." He's like, "How
be quiet. Life's not fair.
Get closer." He turns his head, and Corbin, says, "Just take it.
Just take it." Like,
I
take it.
His big brother in the mentoring program has to tell him, take it like a man.
And when Corbin is making sense again, like, we've got problems.
Right.
You're being a bitch ass.
Exactly.
Okay. And Anaya ITMs, I won't miss it.
Right.
And he will feel everything that she felt. And then she called him a bitch.
Yep.
Because he is. And then says, he says that he can see where she's coming from. And Anaya says, short and sweet. Next.
Yeah.
And she just needs to pay him dust. That's it.
So the girls ended up winning that one again. They won the first round with the musical chairs. And then they won again. So now Meg is going to pick one boy and one girl to go up against each other in the grand bake-off. And she goes with Kenzie and Zach. And they have to, with their mouths, dig into a cake and pull out the prize that Meg has left inside the cake. Meanwhile, Bryce on the side saying, I know what Zach's mouth can do.
I squealed, like, they are so inappropriate. They're so inappropriate. It's like,
I was like, what is happening? What is actually happening? But because the girls are up to the
Zach, I'm a win because I'm an eater. And then
I'm an eater. I'm an eater. Okay. But then since the girls are up 2-0, Meg gives them a 10-second head start. Kenzie starts. She's going in. Then Zach starts. Kenzie thought she found the prize. It wasn't the prize. Zach ends up finding the prize, and it says revenge
is sweet.
So everybody's just like, what that mean? What's going on? So then Meg's like, well, America has been voting for their fave girl and boy. So they're like, oh. But then she says, from Casa. And they're like, what? Who didn't get picked.
And Anaya is like,
please let it be. Please let it be. Like, you can see it on her face.
Carl.
She's like, is it Carl? Is it Carl? And then she goes to they can return for their own revenge.
Sweet revenge, yes.
So welcome back.
Welcome. Amor and Carl.
Carl came out that thing. Yes, with the muscles. Yes.
Listen. Anaya was so happy. Kata
so
is
and so was Dylan. I don't know who was happy, her or Dylan.
Okay, because I was like, y'all fighting. Dylan was like, my boy.
I think it was
I'm not talking to God no more. Thank God.
I think it was Meg that was like, that's how you make an entrance.
Yeah.
They looked good, honestly. Very, very good. They popped out that cake nicely. I'm glad we chose those two to be our bombshells.
Yeah.
Like perfect entrance, honestly.
It was.
Sincere looked sick. Sincere
had the opposite, like the direct opposite.
He was clapping at first. He was excited, and then I think it settled in.
Right.
And he sat down.
Yeah.
And was like, crap.
The direct opposite.
It's not gonna be good for me.
Because I don't think it hit him until Meg was just like, it's about to get messier.
I love that they proved our point, which is what we keep saying, that y'all trying to get rid of Anaya. That's never happening. And in fact, she gets a leg up and she can squirt him in the face even closer because that's her right. And we're giving it.
We know that we haven't told her everything.
Yeah.
Right.
They kind of did the same thing with Kaylor a little bit.
Yes.
Right. With certain tweets and things, because they realized we didn't tell Kaylor everything. And obviously movie night is coming, but we want you to still be upset. We know.
Yeah. Like, give her grace. She doesn't know everything. But I mean, like Daniela was actively not telling her stuff, and Aaron was actively not telling her stuff. And it's not even like people are not actively telling her stuff, even though I was kind of making a note. I do think we were like, oh, well, maybe Sincere will tell her like stuff that he was saying, but I think she's been in such emotional turmoil. They probably was like, it does not make sense to tell her the little comments.
And like him specifically saying, like, we get it, you have to have your moments by yourself. So that to me tells me that she was spending a lot of alone time.
Yeah.
And I just don't think none of the guys wanted to interrupt that, because like that's her way of processing, that's her way of dealing with things. When she's ready to talk, we'll talk, but we want her to be in a good headspace to hear the things that we are going to possibly tell her, which is why I think Cynthia is really quiet in those conversations.
And honestly, that makes a lot of sense, because I honestly think that she probably is spending a lot of time also with the therapist, especially since she really wanted to leave. And she slept in soul ties because she didn't want to be in the room with like the man and the girl he's with, but also the people who are laughing at her behind her back and all this stuff. So it's like those are the things she had to deal with. And I feel like it kind of like probably helped her. It's probably cathartic enough to help her, especially how he was moving at this point.
And then I feel like, again, Meg is kind of hinting at them what's happening on the outside. We were just like, ladies, keep turning it up, keep putting them on, keep doing your
and also keep y'all friendship forward, because these men ain't shit.
And then she said, men, y'all can step it up as gentlemen.
Yeah.
But keep having a hot boy summer.
Yeah.
But y'all can step it up.
Yeah.
So now the boys are realizing, like, okay, we are not coming across well.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah. And again, Meg said, I wasn't particularly having a hot girl summer myself, but these girls are like, they're kind of giving me some inspiration.
And because she just had to get over heartbreak too.
Yeah.
She's still dealing with that.
And I think she probably has a lot of empathy for Anaya, because again,
and Melanie,
a man that's lying to you and you think everything is sweet and it ain't sweet. So I think that's also why she was very much like bigging up those
Anaya. Yeah, she was trying to like build their, because she probably know they going through it, their confidence is suffering.
And they also don't know stuff.
Right. And so she wants them to have more confidence in themselves.
So yeah, like Amar is ecstatic to get back into the villa. Carl says he's starstruck by Meg.
Yes.
So that was so cute. Meg,
like him a black woman now.
Yeah, Meg does leave. And we, like I said, Anaya and Sincere's reactions were just like opposite.
and Melody's reaction.
Melody's reaction, because she knows exactly who that is.
Yeah, she was scared.
So Melody was like,
"Oh, okay."
Because
Jessica says this episode is great PR for Anaya and Carl. I love that we saw that she was missing him, and the Casa Boys saying how much Carl liked her and what they had in common. It was really good PR for what we're about to hopefully see from them. Especially since like it does kind of feel like that Casey connection is done hopefully. Jessica says the challenge was a bit long. They could have just did the end with the cakes and the cream. I mean, I don't mind. I think it was long because we had like so much emotional stuff on, and then you add the challenge to it, and it's like, oh, this is actually a lot of stuff happening.
And I think that they felt like the longer she's there, the more hype there'll be, the more fun it'll be.
And it'll down.
That challenge last season was also long.
Yeah.
It
It was
was.
like 3 parts. It was the same
It
thing. It
was.
was like 3
And
parts.
again, I said that was my favorite episode, but we didn't have that much turmoil because was that pre-Casa or post-Casa?
No, that was there was turmoil. That's why when she came in, it was good. It just wasn't Casa turmoil.
It was
There
her
drama.
Jeremiah turmoil.
Yeah, there was drama happening. So she came in and like calmed it down.
Right.
Yeah.
So the same thing here. She came in and she calmed it down.
Right.
So Miss Scott says, I hope Anaya starts strong before movie night. I have a feeling that Casey is about to start his mind games now that Carl is back.
Anaya's done. She's stronger than us. She done.
Again, this is the thing. I think if he hadn't like thoroughly disrespected her with the laughing and the not talking to her, and even in the game,
conversation.
Right. And even in the game, like he's acting like he didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
Maybe. I think at this point that ship is sailed. Is it far into the ocean water? Maybe not. But I think it's pretty like you know, like it's just about the horizon. Like you can still wave goodbye, but it's almost not there anymore. So I'm telling you, movie night is a stick and a fork in it that never coming back.
Right.
EDM says I've joined the Get Naya / Sincere off out of the show regardless of who they're partnered with. Good luck to that.
It ain't gonna work.
I don't understand that.
That's not working for either one of those two people.
I don't understand that.
I don't think you'll get your wish, bud.
EDM says, was I the only one who said could Meg be sued for the influencing the vote when she showed support for that one dude? The girls were put down a man bringing a woman up. She needs corporate legal prep and BC. I don't know what
they left it in the edit. She won't be sued. They wouldn't have left it in the edit.
Yeah, they could have whatever she did.
We haven't even voted.
No, just the influencing how things are happening by saying to, I guess, Casey.
Yeah, but honestly, if they thought it would influence something, they would just cut it out the edit, and they would know.
Sure Meg said a lot of stuff in that dressing room.
Yes.
Hello.
And she did last season. She like people kind of got an idea of what because they're like, you know us, and what do you? And they're like, oh, you saw that, and she said a lot of stuff. You think it was just that couple of minutes that we saw? No, there was a long conversation.
Nah, they know.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what she can and can't say. She can insinuate some stuff, but she gonna flat out say like America hates you.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Melanie and Anaya's friendship is so beautiful. That was a true example of pouring life into someone and not whatever BS KFC thinks he was doing. Exactly. And Bolt was asking if we could talk after Sun. I really have not much else to say. Glad that Carl is the one that came back. Glad that Amar is the one that came back because those were my two favorite of the two. I know people are upset because they feel like Carl said he's going after Amara. Again, I keep saying that they're coming in as bombshells. I know you guys are like, oh, but they're Casa people. No, they are now officially post-Casa bombshells.
Right.
Yeah. I will say I did not appreciate Casey's speech for TT.
Wait. So one second. Okay. So my thing with Amar and Carl is I don't think that they can go after each other at this point. They would have to go after who is already in the villa, probably to stay in the villa because Casa, I mean, even with Casa people can't couple up with each other and bombshells can't couple up with each other. So I doubt they'll allow them to couple up with each other, regardless of if they're getting to know each other as it is. But let's go ahead. So they did show us an unseen like cut of the Casa version of the
guy
fire pit of
with the
girls, which we've seen this before. I think CBS did this once for us. I forget if it was season.
I don't remember which one it was, but
season.
But yeah, it was disrespectful. The speech was disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
But he is disrespectful. So I mean,
yeah. Which is why also them coming, like he said all of that in front of y'all faces at Casa, that basically wrote off all his feelings with Anaya, and y'all are still saying he cared about her, which is why I'm like, Zach, you're full of shit.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I just felt like I just felt like it was slight shade towards what he had with Anaya, and I just feel like Meg said, you don't have to put down that connection or that woman in order to uplift the new one that you're with. Just say, hey, I found a stronger connection. I'm rocking with it. I like where it's at. I hate that I'm hurting, the other person that I had a connection with, but I think this one is just stronger. That's it. You don't really got to say nothing else. You don't got to talk about, oh, she chose me and I feel peace and it's effortless and it's this and it. Like, you don't got to do all that.
Exactly.
And then be laughing and smirking after each sentence.
Exactly. Because you really think you ate with that, but really what you saying something is effortless is just saying that you didn't like the fact that you had to put forth an effort to be with Anaya because she has standards, and you don't have to put forth no effort to be with TC. So I mean, like, even though you think you really eating and your stock went up and you the person and all of this, you're really not, and just makes you look real stupid.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, that's why Mel said that you guys don't even match. And
Yeah.
I mean, you're basically saying the same thing and proving why that is.
Mm-hmm. So you had that one, and then we kind of talked about it earlier, but Sincere basically
Yeah,
telling Laura,
yeah,
it would have been you if I had more time. And so it's like, again,
honestly, I do think it could have been her.
It could have been her too. But it's like,
he didn't have to say it though, because that wasn't even in his speech. That was as they're hugging to say goodbye. Like, he don't know when to just be quiet. Like, just stop talking. They just say stuff to just.
He do when it's not about him.
Mm-hmm.
He knows when to be quiet when it's not about him.
Yeah,
right.
And honestly, again, like even with what you call it, the situation with him and Amora, I feel like he when we saw him start just continuing to spend so much time, I was like, oh, he really actually likes her. Because even with Soul, we started seeing him just kind of like slowly tapering off. He wasn't doing that with Amara, so.
But he had more days with Soul. He would have. He do too much. I mean, but he also could do all of that because Melody wasn't there for him to have to divide his time, or him to see her to start to veer, to separate and to, die down his time. Sincere is just a character. He is just a character. He wants his cake and ice cream too. He wants his mint chocolate chip.
So who do you feel like is the worst villain? Because people are they're like Sincere's worst villain than KC, and
I
don't think so, because
like
Melody,
you know what you're getting with Sincere. He doesn't hide. He's hiding things, but he's not hiding things. If that makes sense. Like Melanie knows he's a liar. She knows that he's lying about things. Like he said, he tells half truths. So I know you're a liar. I know it. I'm just choosing to stay. I feel like that's not as bad as the guy who is pretending to be the nice guy, but talking about you behind your back.
And then when you confront him, he's laughing in your face. As what you're asking from him and about him is a joke.
Yeah, that's why he is above a few of those guys.
Yeah, because Corbin and Sincere are who they are. We already know that. But Casey is the one that was trying to have his mask on and all of that stuff. But
I mean, he came in as a character and he was trying to play a part, and then his mask fell. Sincere and Corbin's mask haven't fallen. This is them from day one. Right. They haven't changed.
Yeah. Now Zach and Bryce are villains too in their own way. Yep.
That's my thing, because like I said earlier, I see a lot of people like, oh well, KC is this in comparison to Bryce who does this. I said, but Bryce is a villain too. He just be doing other shit.
It's just different. It's different levels of
all villains. The only one that is not a villain is Caleb. I'm telling you, all of them
are villains. It's like different layers, right? Like you have your villains, like you have a Captain Hook, but then you have the Joker. Right? Like, both villainous, but do different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then
Um,
both also, I guess, because you just said, can we talk about After Sun? So it was so many things. I feel like Sydney was very desperate. We saw a desperation for her that she
Yeah.
just was willing to do anything. She said her mama told her not to be too much of a hoe, and she wasn't. She didn't get the chance to be. And I was like, oh my gosh, to say that
Her
out loud
puckering her
like
lips up to kiss Carl.
that. Yes, and then her hanging all over him, trying to kiss him, and I was just like, he's
Doing a
so
lot,
nice. He like, it was just,
It was too much for me.
it
I'm
was
like,
too
girl.
much. And then we didn't like some of Sierra's comments and Teffy's comments.
Yeah, a lot of people are tweeting and saying not Meg being realer than the After Sun host. So people are really
Is
not
that what
rocking with.
they said?
Yeah, people
I
really aren't
haven't been
rocking
on
with them
social
right
media.
now. Say, did y'all forget what show y'all were recapping?
Yeah, yeah, and I understand Sierra saying this, and I love Sierra. I love
Same.
Sierra, and I have been like capping for her this whole summer house thing, and supporting her and stuff like that. And so, just like we can get on social media and we can dog West and dog Amanda and big up her, and tell you when you're right, we can also tell you when you're wrong.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna support you because I support women's rights and wrong, but I can tell you when you're wrong.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like I understand stuff like we were talking earlier. I understand stuff gets cut on
Mhm.
the
So
on
they
the
were filming like
before.
10 hours. It
Right,
was a long film day, yeah.
right. But they can't insert stuff you don't say. So you are giving them the material by saying you can see where Casey did this and Casey did pour into Anaya and she didn't
And
pour as
Anaya
much
didn't pour into
into him.
him.
And stuff like that. And I'm like, where did you get this from? Like,
Because out of KC's own mouth, he said she reassured him. Then turned around and said she wasn't filling my cup. So which one is it?
right. He's a
But we're gonna forget that part and we're just gonna say she wasn't filling him up at all.
right.
Cool.
And
Got
you know how it's felt to be played by a man, how he's telling you one thing and then he's doing a whole nother thing and you don't see it, but you up here talking about Anaya should have known better and should have picked Carl and should have.
And that's the same thing that they did in the beginning. Anaya should have known better and should have picked Casey over Sincere, right? So it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same verbiage.
Like your whole thing that happened with Wes and Amanda. How old Sierra?
Oh, isn't she like?
She's about 29. She's about to be 30.
So that whole thing happened 28, 29. Anaya's 23.
Right.
So it's like you have all of this like, oh, she should have acted this way. Would you have acted that way at 23? Probably not, because you still got played at 28. You know what I'm saying? Like it happened.
Yeah, I think she just turned 30. Actually, yeah, I think she turned 30 in January.
And like we don't like that you got played, but so did Anaya.
Exactly.
And again, this is why, like with After Sun, I get it. We can't. She's 30. She'll be
31 in January. Yeah, she's a captain.
So she was like 29 when everything went down.
Yeah. So this is the thing. Like, I get it with After Sun. They clip out everything, but if you're not going to be able to handle us giving feedback, because you said you wanted feedback, and
right.
now we don't.
Then the first moment y'all get some negative feedback, now y'all up here.
And I understand you don't like the way the feedback was given, but okay. Right. But if you guys don't want to do commentary properly, I understand, Tuffy, you're not a journalist. Nobody's asking you to be a journalist, but give proper commentary with feedback. Then honestly, go back to giving us unseen bits.
Yeah.
But again, I've said they don't want to give us unseen bits because they give the editors that day off where they would be clipping unseen bits for us. So they don't want to pay an extra editor.
I'll do it.
And we have a she was a paid volunteer.
Yes, please pay me.
You got to pay me.
You got to pay me because that's long.
Yeah.
Long episode. You got to pay me.
Both says Team Trinity, sorry, Che, Corey, and Ronnie. And I love that Carl is everything that we had hoped, because he's
Yes.
basically everything we saw Casey not do, everything we haven't seen Bryce or Zach do, which is not
Exactly.
allow their boys to try shit about their girl, even
Exactly.
when they aren't picked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I'm honestly very excited to see how we move forward. Carl did say he had a little bit of wall up, which makes sense, because again, I feel like if you go through all that, bring me back, and then you're still like heavily invested in Casey or running after Casey, that's too much. But the fact that she said that she didn't bring him back for that reason, again, is a reason why I think Anaya will draw the line. Not saying that she'll be fully open,
Right.
but I don't think she'll be open at all to KC if she is putting her energy into Carl.
Yeah, she not gonna fumble this again. She not gonna do it. No.
No, I think she realizes that this is going to be her golden opportunity.
Yes.
So honestly, this will be her way of getting back what she gave up
Yeah.
to continue with KC. And so I'm so excited for her. Tomorrow we see Amor and TT talking, Amor and Sincere talking.
Everything.
Are you happy I'm back? And then Mal confronting them. Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot still, and then we still have movie night. Now, Jessica feels like I fear they're gonna show Anaya saying she wanted to find shit. I hope not though. Yeah, I mean, we need
But please don't put that in there. We don't need anything else to boost his ego. Please don't.
But to be honest, even if they put that in there, that was before she picked him and saw what happened. And like, as long as she explains that to Carl, because again, like, he's not her normal type, so I think that just also plays a part as well.
But I think she finds Carl attractive.
I do too. That's what I said. She just has to talk to Carl. If they do air it, she just has to talk to Carl.
Yeah, that's it. It's like when Serena had to talk to Cordell about the
Cheez-It comment.
Yeah.
The what?
Cheez-Its.
The comment.
Yeah, just have to explain, like,
and when she was talking to Leah, and she wasn't talking shit, but she was just like, I don't know if this like can be a thing. But also, I kept saying she used to only say that with Leah. She would never we never heard her say those things to Janae, because I always felt like she gave her real feelings to Janae, and she gave her fronted feelings, her unvulnerable feelings to Leah. Like, because Leah to me is the person you can chat shit with. And Janae was like her sister who she could like open up to more. You know. So we know that movie night is going to be coming. I'm sure submissions are closed. Hopefully they got good submissions. I had too many to categorize, but there's also some really great lists. So hopefully people sent those in. And I'm excited to see what they give us for movie night. I'm glad movie night is back. And this is what happens when you do a regular casa, because one, no OGs get dumped. And two, honestly, we get a movie night or a Twitter challenge or something where they get to really honestly see the things that they have been missing for the last 3 to 4 weeks. And they need it.
Exactly.
So anything else that we can that we missed? We'll be back tonight for the next episode. So tell the people where they can find you. Let me see. Danita.
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter at Nitafa, Instagram short_and_sweet, and then YouTube, Danita Faith TV.
And Miss T Joy.
Instagram and Threads at Miss T Joy, Facebook and YouTube at Miss T Joy 1334.
And you can follow me at Entertainment in Color, at Entertainment in Color Cole Media at Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. And then Entertainment in Color Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. And yeah, like I said, we'll be back tonight to discuss the continued fallout from CASA, fallout from our vote, how this going to affect the current couples in there, and hopefully we building a new couple that I'm interested to see their connection. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you guys in the chat. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you.
Bye.